Live, live, live. TikTok, time to fucking rock. I've been sitting here talking for 10 minutes and I didn't hit the go live button. How dumb am I? Oh, jeez. Talk about your classics. Oh, jeez. Oh, talk about your classics. So, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Go to fucking bed or get the fuck up. Let's talk. I'm sure I'll get somebody to come up here and talk, but I'm going to talk about triggering shit tonight. That should be the topic. I'm triggering you. Because if you need Jesus, you probably shouldn't listen to this. If you're a targeted individual, I know you're out there. You silly motherfuckers. First, I want to say, for all my friends who are TIs, much love to you. You're always in my thoughts. And hopefully we can clear some shit up tonight. Now, I've read in a couple of people's posts on Facebook, I've seen on YouTube, where people are, let's see, a lack of a better term, anxious, worrisome, frustrated. Everything that spirit of Jesus really is, or Lucifer, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Rebecca, you was scratchy. What are you scratchy for? What are you scratching? Or do I want to know? Do I need to add scratchy to my list of if you're shaky, scratchy, or just not sure? What are you got? Did you get poison ivy? Do you have something I don't know want to know about? The sound is glitchy. Oh, okay. Well, let me talk for 10 or 15 more minutes and let me clears up. I'm gonna move my jetpack. Move it inside. Hold on. Be a reason. Damn it. Motherfucker can never catch a break. How about that, Rebecca? Is that any better? Joko, what up, man? Oh. Is that better, y'all? Any better? Mic check, mic check. Give me a 1 or 2. Please. Thank you. Love you. Not much. All right. Well, 2. I knew my internet was sucking today. Probably what I'll do is try tomorrow. Let me see what my mic said at. Settings. Mic. Mic check. Is that any better? Hello. And it was great. Okay. Is this good? Is this better? Or should I go back to this? Mic check. Yeah, I'm still analog, Joe. I can't help it. Right on. Okay. Loud and clear. Word. We're about to get it then. As Mark would say. I need to call Mark. I need to message him. Say if you're asleep, get the fuck up. Mark basket case. I've been noticing a lot of people have had what's the word I'm looking for? An uneasy feeling, a anxiety. Basically, everything that false spirit is. How do I know it's false spirit? Well, I can prove it in the scriptures, but we don't have to go through all that shit. If you know it, you know it, and you know I know it. If you know it, if you didn't know it, ask somebody. Don't ask me, unless you want me to explain it to you. That's the best way I can go there. Let me make sure I'm still loud and clear. Still good, McCoy? Something in there. Hell yeah, there's something in there. It's stupid out there. Stupid. What's up, McCoy? My man. Yeah, buddy. It's time. I've been dreading doing this. Actually, I've been dreading doing this live right here for a long time. Probably 2 or 3 years. When I started seeing the separation in the spirit and of who's who and what's what and what the hell is going on. Um, it's it's hard to it's gonna be hard to do this because I'm a humble person. I don't like to talk about myself. Number one, because I don't. There's nothing in this realm I give a fuck about, pretty much, except even my children abandoned me and cut me off. So I can't really say that I give much of a fuck there either. I guess if somebody forced me to give a fuck, I'd have to tell them I ain't got them. I ain't got them to give, man. That's the secret to this realm. If you can, okay, picture this. You know where pain comes from. I know we've all felt pain. You ever had a girlfriend that you loved more than she loved you, and she cheated on you, or you had a tragic happening in your life, and you're like, I'm not quitting on anybody ever again, and then you get that let's see what I call her. Be nice here. Well, you know how grandma's pin cushion has all them pins in it. I was with a girl that she'd been poked more times than that fucking tomato pin cushion. That's just the nicest way to say it. Then we would get in an argument, and she'd go out and mess around. I'm like, oh yeah, you're a solid person, you are. She had mental issues, obviously. Who in the fuck does that, right? Yeah, you can't have them to give, man. I've become very good at it. They're like, hey, you're going to jail. and we're gonna give your sisters and your brother your 40 acres and house. I'm like, cool. Okay. All right. Whatever. If that's what we gotta do, let's do it and get it done and over with so I can relax with y'all. I'm gonna have a party in New Zealand, North Island first. We're gonna have a 3-week party. As soon as this shit's over, 3-week party on Phil. We're gonna break it in 3 phases. We're gonna have like a rave week, an old school week, and like a techno, not like let's see here, like a hip hop, and I don't know. I just tell Sir Drop to take care of that week. I don't have to fucking worry about it. Like, Drop, there you go, buddy. You got it. It's your number 3. Handle it. I took care of the first week, and here we're gonna get to do the second week. I don't know. We'll figure that out when we get there. But anyway, this is how deep I've thought about this whole shit mess. Because I always consider what I haven't considered, so to speak. I always prepare for me being deceived, me being in the wrong spirit, me being fucked at the end. Or close to the end, because I'll realize it's going to a certain point where by this next year's eclipse, if shit ain't going in the positive direction for us, I'm changing it up, doing what I got to do. Doing what I got to do. Because I made a commitment to do it. Whether I was deceived or not, that ain't y'all's fault. It's mine. So with that said, my children are raised. Allah Akbar, motherfuckers. Allah fucking Akbar. Yeah. I ain't looking for them 70 virgins though, but whatever. I'll deal with that when I get there. I just know, don't go to the light. It's nasty there. What up, Jared? JJ? My bro. My man. Oh, yeah. Mark Basket. That guy. That guy's hilarious. I was thinking before I started this, after working on the truck, I was thinking, you know what? I should ban people coming up here with me until Mark Basket does a live with me. You don't even have to show his face. We just need to hear him and make sure he's not a fucking one of them bots that blocks you and shit, like on Coppertone's channel. Quicker than shit. Bust your ass. It's funny. It's hilarious. Jeff Dunham. What about Jeff Dunham? Who's Jeff Dunham? Who'd that be? Kind of scratchy now. Thanks, Joe. You're always the bearer of good news, man. Much love. Who do you want on panel? Mark the Basket Case Basket. That's who I want on the panel. Jeff Dunham. I don't even know Jeff Dunham. And if anybody else knows him, I don't know. Maybe after Mark Basket comes on, I'll interview Mark Basket. You know Mark Basket. Well, Jared, everybody else does. I don't know that you do, Joe. He is the troll of all trolls. Jeff Dunham grew up with. Yeah, okay, that's cool. I would rather do oh shit, what's his name? He did a tour with yeah, I know who you're talking about now. That guy is pretty funny. The guy that did Tater Salad and Jeff Foxworthy and that tour. Get Her Done guy. He'd be fun to party with, I know that. That guy. I wouldn't want to go to a strip club with him. I'd probably end up in jail. That crazy guy. Where was I the other day? Oh man, I told this story. It's been, oh shit, maybe 1996, 97, 98, somewhere in there. Long story short, we ended up working late, so the only place to eat in this town was a bar. And then the only place to get drinks, because it was after midnight in this place, because of the people in the town, they, on Sunday night or on Monday nights and certain other nights, they stopped serving liquor. So we were like, man, we get our buzz on. We just work till 11 o'clock at night pouring concrete. We started at like 10 in the morning. So we pulled like 13 hours. It was winter time. We had to do a lot of covering, plastic and heaters, salamanders. Oh, it was a pain in the ass. The 50-yard indoor pool deck in January in Newcastle, Indiana. There's about 8, 9 of us. And I got a guy that worked with me who, listen to this shit. His birthday is 7/14. My birthday is 8/8. That's the only two places in the Old Testament where Emmanuel is. You think I was supposed to remember that? Yeah, Allah Akbar. Fucking A. You know what? I can't blame them guys over there. You killed my sister, my mom, my dad, all that. Knowing what we know now, Allah Akbar, bros. Allah fucking Akbar. But anyway, my guys, I had 6 Latino guys and me and 2 white guys. Half the Latino guys were really stand up goody, like good guys. The other half were wild men. I didn't know how Mexican. I should have, because I've been to Nuevo Laredo and I see them guys down there, but I figured it's just Mexico and that's how it is. Them guys are touchy feely, grabby, get your ass kicked out kind of shit. But I'm sitting here talking to my 2 guys. It was Vern Plouffe and Michael Stalls. Talking to them, we're having a good time. We're there about an hour. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm getting squirted with a squirt gun. I'm looking around. I'm like, who the fuck squirted me? It's pissing me off. I look further to over my right shoulder, and there's a woman standing there. Beautiful woman. She's gorgeous. And what I said to her, I ended up smacking her boobs. And she was spraying me with lactating milk. Now, is that not nuts or what? She's like, I don't have to get a breast job because I got milk on my titties. I'm like, get the fucking titties away from me, you crazy woman. I was a fireman and a medic. That's biohack. Well, she had HIV or something, you know? That's what I was thinking then. Now I just laugh and be like, hey, my buddy needs some cream for his coffee. You don't drink. But how messed up's that? That's the kind of shit that's happened to me in my life. Talk about targeted. Who's been targeted with kitty milk in a strip club? True story. You can't make that shit up. Some people are like, man, Phil, that's too much. You go too far, buddy. You know what? You think this is too far? What's coming? It's going really too far. And you'd be like, man, I always feel is telling stories about getting sprayed with titty milk right now because this sucks. Yeah. All right, so let's get to it. Some of this is going to seem redundant because some of you have heard me talk about it. I know Rebecca has. Joe, I don't think Joe has. Maybe Jared will listen because he knows that I ain't no bullshit about the Bible. He knows I know my scripture. It was divinely given. Who wants the 2 hardest things to sell in this world, in this realm? Shakespeare and the Bible. Yeah, I'll take that job. Mom and Dad. Thanks. That's a good man. What up, Mr. Richard. I was thinking about you. Did you get my message? I sent it to you. I said, I'll be going live here. I'll be a half hour late, Richard. Hopefully, I'll see you. Boom. There you are. I guess you got it. You got the message. Cool. How's it over there, Mr. Richard? Everything good? Everything good. Yeah, I guess I am. I always thought earlier it just work smart, not hard, because the more time that you're efficient, the more time you have to fuck off after work. They call me the time Jew at the concrete plant and my guys, because I want my trucks right. I poured concrete for 21 years. I want 15 minutes part, or I want 25 minutes part, depending on what I'm pouring. Pouring a big slab, I can get that truck. I can get a whole truck poured out in 15 minutes, 9 yards on the ground. Screeded, guy going behind me, both of them. So, all right. Now Richard's here. Let's get this going. And believe me, which I know you do, but I hate going over this shit. I told you I've been dreading this live for about 2 or 3 years. 2 years for sure. Possibly 3 or 5,446. I don't know. Somewhere in that ballpark. All right. How do we know Jesus is not the Messiah? Well, number one, I'm going to go here because this is a damn good telltale sign that he's not our Messiah. He's just not ours. He might be their Messiah. He'd be somebody's Messiah. He's not mine or yours. We're not sick. We're not in need of a doctor. We don't need spiritual medicine. Some people think they need it, and they're so damn good, they really have no clue how much they don't need it. Richard, that was pointing towards you, buddy. I'm going to live up to my name tonight. Phil McReal. Be fucking in your shit. It's got to happen. Okay. John 8:48 to 50. Here we go. Jesus, he's in the synagogue. By the way, Jews go to temple, and the Sanhedrin and the Babylonian Brotherhood of the Serpent, they go to synagogue. So next time you hear the synagogue in Texas shooting, think about that. It's not a Zionist, dude. No, it's the Babylonian Brotherhood of the Serpent, which we're not going to call them that anymore. I got that message. The sons of Cain. How about that? That's what I was told to call them. The sons of Cain. Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel. That's what we are. Cain and Abel. Cain and Abel is them. The good them and the bad them. There it is. All right. Wow, it's going to be one of them nights. It's opened right to it. Nope. Nope. That's not John. My bad. It's still going to be a good night. We're going to make it a good night. I might piss you off and trigger you now, but at the end, everybody's going to be happy. If you're not, I'm going to go with my first thing I was talking about, not giving fucks, because it doesn't do no good. I'm not giving my energy away to people anymore. Nobody appreciates it. So why should they hold you down? Why should they hold me down? It ain't going to happen. See what we got here. Synagogue? No. You're not a synagogue. Gog of Magog and the king of Assyria. Those are legit prophecies. When you look at the Bible, I'm getting the scripture here. When you see the Bible, you know what they've done to Jesus. So just account that or test that whole principle of how they are deceiving everything, deception everywhere. That's the whole Bible, man. It's the whole Bible. Good is evil and evil is good. It tells you right there. People are so good they don't want to believe it. They want, somebody just twisted it. No, that's really the way it is. Love you, but that's just really and truly that's the way it is. So Jesus himself says he's not the Messiah, and his father is not your father, Pharisees. And I don't have devils, and they call him a Samaritan, but he doesn't say I'm not a Samaritan. Now, if I'm ugly or fat, Jared calls me ugly and fat, and I'm like, Jared, that was wrong. I'm not fat. But then I don't say no more. That means I'm ugly, right? I just like this world, by not saying anything, silence is compliance. So I just admitted that I'm fat or I'm ugly. I'm just not fat. I can live with that. I'm cool with that. Either's fine. I don't care. I'm being a clown. All right. Here we go. I'm getting ready to read. Mic check. Everybody hear me good? That is their story, not our story. True that, but our story's in there, and I'm going to prove that to you tonight, too. Peoples. Yeah, it's all garbage, man. The whole storyline's garbage. The characters are not. They just twisted everything so badly. It's fuckery. It's a bunch of fuckery. But it's there. Here we go. John 8:48-50. Ba-dum-pow. Then answered the Jews and said unto him, Say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and hast a devil? Jesus, I think you might be in the Latin Glover. You did the Wayans brother snap. I don't have devils, piece of shit Pharisees. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. Oh, this chair's squeaky as shit. He said, I don't have that. I'm not that. I have not a devil, but I honor my Father, and ye dishonor me. And I seek not mine own glory. There is one that seeketh and judgeth. We know who that is. But there, he didn't say. Nowhere in this chapter does he say. Guys, I'm not a Samaritan. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys been drinking? You get what's going on? Because you called me Nazarene earlier. You said no good thing comes from Nazarene. Man, there must be two Jesus in this Bible. Huh. Sometimes it seems like there's three. The good them, the bad them, and our spirit, Jesus. It's a way of life. It's a way of living. You guys know the drill. You know what's up. But this way you can tell people, listen to this. It ain't what you think. John 7:27. There's a lot of it in John. Overlaid. That's very nice of you to say overlaid. I'd say more like infiltrated, deceived, and trying to kill us. But I get what you're saying. You're right. That's true. In a nice way, that's a sweet way to say you're so sweet, Rebecca Broom. Overlaid. I did overlay when I was a concrete man. Overlaid some original concrete. Okay, John 7:27. Howbeit we know this man, where he is from. But when Christ cometh, no man knoweth where he's from or his name. It says right here. Then cried Jesus. He said, see, he does a lot of crying. I didn't notice that. That's why I think he's a little sissy-ish. Ye both know me, and ye know whence I came, or whence I am. And I am not come of myself, but he that sent me is true, whom ye know not. But I know him, for I am from him, and he has sent me. Okay, now let's think about this. Here he's talking about a father. What's aboriginal mean? The first of the father that blows life in their nostrils from the dirt. Man, there was a lot of people I cared about in that aboriginal community. I tried to share that information with them, and they took it pretty well, actually. Some of them, though, woo, gosh, no. I'm just glad I'm on YouTube, because I probably would have got my ass beat behind the the place we were in the bar or wherever we meeting, and I told him that. I probably got my ass rolled out in the back, maybe thrown in the dumpster for good general purposes. There you go, Jaron. And it's true, though, Jaron. It's true, bro. I know that these laws are on my heart. I don't need told not to sleep with my neighbor's wife. I don't need told to love my parents. I don't need to be told not to kill unless I have to kill. And then don't tell me, because you might get it too. Don't want to hold it up. All right, here we go. That's two damn good scriptures right there, where Jesus admitted he's not the son of David, or the line of David, because Joseph was the line of David, and that Gabriel raped Mary. He said he came in unto her. That sounds familiar. Oh yeah, the sons of God came in unto the daughters of man. Oh yeah, there it is. The daughters of man got raped, because I guarantee they weren't saying, "Oh yeah, he's a good-looking guy. I'll marry him." These guys are, you see their hand. Don't ask them to scratch their back. Yeah, that's where the reptilian, the dragon, all that comes into effect. Jesus got some ugly hands. He really needs a bad manicure, probably a pedi too. China woman would say, no, you know, do. Go to the next one. I literally had him tell me to do that. I took my work boots off. They're like, I did it as a joke, but you should have seen their face. I'm like, hey, can you do anything here? Like, no, me no touch. Oh, shit. Okay, here we go. Let's see, what's this? Does our law judge any man before it hear him and know what he does, what he did? Well, yeah, they do. Actually, that's easy to prove, too. When you get arrested, you go to jail. What happened to you're guilty or you're innocent until proven guilty? No, by this corporate law in this realm, you're guilty until you can prove yourself innocent. Because they want them bonds. Get them 3 bonds on you. They're all treasonous, seditious, subjugating motherfuckers. They're about to get it. I'm doing my part. Not September 22nd. I go to court. I'll play some music here, and I'll ink in my opening statement here after a bit. See what y'all think. I don't give a shit if they hear it. I'll go in. I'll send them a copy of it, so they know what the hell's gonna happen. Boy, they in for a surprise. Because I'm getting a jury trial. I can't wait to pick a jury. It's gonna be fun. I never picked a jury before. It's wild. In John 7, I'm looking here. There's a lot of, and in Matthew it says, those that are using his name, he will not know them. Because there is no Jesus to know. He's a spirit. You believe in him. You believe in his right way of living. That's who came for us. He came for us to show us how to get through this bullshit world to a certain point. But then he changed it up. These Mandela effects, yeah, boy. There's a place in, I think it's Luke, where he says to put the sword back above the fireplace on the mantle. Well, if you're putting it back up, that means you got it out. Yeah, buddy, you got it out and used it. Now you can put it up. People don't like that one. I'm going to read Luke 19:27, 23 to 27, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, cool. Four of us. We were all talking. Good deal. I'll get through these, and if somebody wants to come up and tell me I'm stupid or I'm wrong or, hey, that's cool, thank you for the information, I'll drop the link. Is there anything, think of things that you might want to know out of it, and hearing them after I get through some of these, drop it in there, and I'll give you what I got. Or what we get. You might ask me something I've never been asked before. I don't know. It's rare, but it does happen. Luke 19. I'm sure many of you are familiar with it because a lot of people know this one. See, I believe, here's the deal with the Mandela effect and the Bible changes. Why would Satan change his own Bible? Why would he change a thing in that Bible, in religion? We all know all the Abrahamic religions are Saturn worship. You walk around the cube in Mecca. A cube unfolded as a cross. You flip, mirror, and compress Jehovah in Hebrew, and it's Allah in Aramaic. That one got me. That was like, wow, that took a lot of fucking effort to do that shit. Yeah. See, even the evil. Here's what I'm thinking. This is where I'm at with this. It's a game, man. It's a game, guys. These are simulations. Now, I resisted that theory at first because I thought, oh yeah, that's a really good trick right there. Tell people it's a simulation, or you guys already won. What do you need to do anything for? Go eat bonbons and watch football games. No, okay. I never believed that one. It sounds good, but you're going to get rewarded everything for doing nothing. Cool. Everybody gets a trophy, you mean? Everybody's a winner. I don't think so. That's not how it works. Where we're from. That shit always... I just like... I got to the point, I don't even say shit to them when they're like that. What do you say? Anything you say is going to destroy and they're going to buck you on anything. So I just learned to not give a fuck and walk away. Be like, look at him like, I won't see you where I'm going. Good luck in your next round here. Okay. I'll quit talking here for a minute and read. Jared, you should go over to, come on over to Chuck's, man, in the mornings if you're able to. He's back on. I got upset with Chuck there for a minute. I don't know. He's just stressing out. When you're stressed and You step back and look around at your surroundings and see what you're not happy. Your cat's getting yelled at. It's a joke, but it's just not good to be in that situation. Step back and look at everything, Chuck, is what I told him. And he's like, no, that's good. That's good advice, Phil. That's what I would tell my brother. You're my brother. So he took a little longer than I thought he would, but that's all good. He could have took longer. As long as he comes back, he's got it right. He's right-minded. He's a lot better. He's got his priorities in order. Before he was all over the place, kind of, because it's hard to walk through and tiptoe around some of these people. And he did good that these two ladies were talking to him about, oh no, just sit back and it'll be taken care of. It's all good. Now, I'm not saying things don't have to happen in the spirit realm in order for us to do our thing. Of course it does. Of course. Duh. But sitting back and doing nothing, I don't think I've ever. Let me see. I'm pretty good in history. Yep. Nope. Nobody's ever won a war by absolutely doing nothing. I think anybody can prove that fact. All right. See, I lied. I wasn't done talking, huh? Man, I gotta get some oil on this chair. Can you guys hear the chair? It's horrible. I love the chair, though. Man, there's a lot of Bible changes in Luke, too. I got them all marked color code. Yeah. 1927. I'll read 26. For I say unto you, that unto everyone which hath shall be given. So, didn't she say everyone who have will have not, and everyone that has not will have? Something like that. I know that's changed. Okay, so here I'm going to start over. For I say unto you, that unto everyone which hath shall be given, and from him that hath not, even that he who hath shall be taken away. Man, that's true as shit for me. God. And he said, Son of man, have no place to lay his head. You know, I've not stayed in a home of my own. Well, I have. That place here is mine, but I haven't laid my head on a pillow for 8 years in my own home. It sucks. Because I always had a house. I did good, you know. My wife didn't work, stay-at-home mom. My daughter's mom, she did the checkbook and wrote the taxes and did all that garbage, but it's got to be done. Okay, but those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay their asses right before me. X them. Right here, right in front of me. Now, I can see one of you saying that. I can't see Jesus saying that. What happened to turn the cheek? Yeah, guys. Drink my blood, guys. Am I still getting out? Nobody's commenting. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm getting out. All right. So there, Jesus saying, or the spirits of Jesus, bring them here. Let me tell them I reign over them. They can like it or not. If they don't like it, off of their heads. We're the destroyers of this realm. That's fact. That's fact. Don't be afraid to do a little destroying, whether that's mentally, strategically, always, or physically. Whatever you got to do. We're all doing different things. Like mine's with this house in the court. I know a couple ladies that lost their house. They're trying to get their houses back. Man, they've been pulling some shit out in California, Jared. I know 3 women out there that have had their homes taken. Yep, 3 women. Okay, cool. Thank you, guys. Okay, let's see where else. Here we go. I got one. Y'all know the Luke 2:36 and 38 about Phanuel. Phanuel, I know you two know it, but Phanuel is the 2-time great grandfather of Jesus, which in Enoch 40 verse 9, he's the archangel Uriel, Phanuel, Jophiel, Joel. He's got like 20 angel demon names. He's also the I in I Mady, the Magi, the serpent magician, second to Metatron. The Dead Sea Scrolls are all garbage. The Metatron garbage. Oh yeah, I need to know the date they found that. I could probably tie it right back to witchcraft, just like 9/11, 20 years ago. I can tell you, I can show you the sale. It's very, very elaborate, and they ain't dummies. They're not dummies. They're just stupid for being on that side. They're not dumb at all. Anyway. Okay, let's see here. Now go where, let's see. Oh, I got you right here. Ezekiel 18:20. Now this is their own law. It says that he fulfilled the law as a Jew and not a Samaritan, because Samaritans aren't Jews. But you guys are going to shit when I'm getting ready to tell you something here about the sect in Israel. They're called the Keepers of the Torah. They're in northern Nazarene, where Jesus would have been from, supposedly would have been from. That sect lives right there that keeps the Torah, which isn't, we all know it's not ours, but still, that means keeper of the Torah. Samaritan does. Samaritan means keeper of the Torah. That blew my mind when I found that out. I'm like, whoa, here we go. Truth in plain sight again. Looking too hard. Just stop looking, you'll trip over it. You'll have it. Craziness, man. Crazy shit. Anyway. Oh, Revelation 19:11-14. This is saying right here in their own book of Revelation that Jesus is not the Messiah. He will have a name nobody knows but he himself. So, and if you think Abaddon and Apollon's the evil one, get a hold of me after we'll make an appointment. I'll just show you the damn truth, because you can't own the keys to the bottomless pit. That means you own it. Like, I don't own the key to Jared's garage because it's his. So the angel that comes that destroys, which is not everybody, he has the key to the bottomless pit. Well, he must own it. Huh. Take him back to realm. There's another clue. They're all over the place. All over. I done thought about 50 things before I'm like, what can I talk about? What am I going to talk about? I think of 50 things and now I can't remember hardly a damn one of them. That's the way it goes. Ezekiel 18:20. But I always get back to where I'm very good at task keeping. Had to be. The Kabbalah must have really fucked up my me coming back, because I got multitask skills like a damn woman. Something they did back in our previous lives, they must have really screwed that up, because I can really multitask like wild. Sometimes I surprise myself. Okay. What did I say? Ezekiel 18:20. Boom. I've got, if anybody's interested, I don't know, 50, 60 posts in a folder. I can prove Jesus wasn't hung on a tree. I can prove the water baptism is a curse. It's a washing away of this, our mother and father's embryonic fluid when we come out of that portal from the woman. Yes, right there it is. Welcome back, Joe. Good to see you back, man. Sorry, that didn't sound excited. I was trying to read and tell you, hey. Wow. Here's one. Here's one that proves to me, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that we're where we need to be. Jesus is not the Messiah. We are all the fucking Messiah. We're all gods. Richard, get over it. If you ain't accepted that yet, you better get your ass over it. Because you're with us, man. Or you wouldn't be here. It's that simple. Suck it up, Buttercup. You're God. Right on. Right on. Good to hear. About time. I showed Timmy that video we did. I'm like, well, we talked about the Bible. Like, I don't want to talk about the Bible. Oh, that's really good. That's really simple, Phil. That was a good conversation, Richard. That's one of my favorites, man. It truly is one of my favorite ones. It was the first time somebody just let me talk and didn't judge, and which I'd done 2 lives with, one on London Man's. I did another one with you, and then I came in the night before, just at the end, and just said, "Hey, man, what's up?" Yeah, we tore it up, and we tore it up online when you were there. That was a good time. I wish they were all like that, except where I can talk. I'm not like cut off from you guys because of the internet. Man, I gotta get small on this chair. Ezekiel, I'll read Ezekiel 18:20 though first. So if he fulfilled the law, this wouldn't even this would have no relevance. But boy, does it have relevance. Yeah. Here we are, 18:20. The soul that sinneth, he shall die. The son shall not bear the iniquity for the father, nor shall the father bear the iniquity of the son. The righteous shall be righteous, and the sinners shall be sinners. Everybody's responsible for themselves. It's right there. Deuteronomy 24:16, Ezekiel 18:20. Once you learn this shit, it's like, man, how did we not see that? Man, that's good. Well, it doesn't matter. No, Richard, you're the Messiah. Yeah, I am, but you are too. We all are the destroyer. There's 200 million of us. That's what the scripture says. If there's 200 million of us, and there's 7.8 billion or some shit like that here, that's still pretty good. 200 million of us back to back, we tear some shit up. We're about to. Let's see here. Jesus not on a tree, or in a tree, not a cross. Acts 5:30, 10:39, 13:29, Galatians 3:13, and Deuteronomy 21, 22, verses 22 and 23 for Old Testament reference. I'll repeat that again. Acts 5:30, Acts 10:39, Acts 13:29, Galatians 3:13, and Deuteronomy 21, verses 22 and 23. Pretty good deal there. This would be the keys to the bottomless pit, though. And Ken Hovind, you mean, Joe? It's not Kevin, it's Ken. You know, he went to jail for, well, they threw him in jail for taxes and some shit. You know him? The IRS isn't even organic to this realm. So how in the hell they throw a guy in jail for taxes? Since 1978. It's going to be in my opening statement. Okay. One verse should have been good enough to say, hey guys, Jesus wasn't Messiah. Jesus is their Messiah. He's their Savior, but you don't need a Savior. So really, to many, learning them scriptures and putting so much time in it is a big fucking waste. I'm sorry. It just is. That's what I was trying to tell you, Richard, that day or that night. I'm like, man, maybe you don't have the time, Richard. But it's okay. You got me, man, and other people like me. We'll get it. We got this. Don't worry about it. Don't worry your pretty little head about it, Richard. We got you. Or you got me. However it goes down, I'm cool with it. Okay? Let's see. Oh, Moses, the curse on the earth. Isaiah 24, verses 5 and 6. And then the end of 24 is the same, talking about the beast and all that, and the destruction, everything, as Revelations 20, I believe. Yeah, it's all the same. It's all the same bullshit. When you do a word search on the root word of can't kill. Yeah. I don't care if you talk about Ken Hovind. I like the guy. I tell you who I don't like in Florida is that the guy hollers all the time and he kicks people out of his. That's not very love thy neighbor, dude. You just kick 3 or 4 people out of here because they come here to ask you questions. What's that guy's name? Oh shit, he's a younger guy. He was younger when he started, when he was being put on YouTube. But he's hardline. He's a hardliner, hardcore. I never read the Bible. I never went to church. I've been to church, couple churches, maybe a dozen times in my life. I dated a preacher's daughter. It's about as close as I got to their God. Yeah, entomology is important, man. Yeah. So that damn law they got. Oh yeah, it's right here. This is their law. I'm gonna go to the opening statement. Tell me what you guys think. I'll skim over it because I'm throwing that crankbait or that worm way the fuck out there. It's gonna give a little twitch. See if any of them buy it. I guarantee they're gonna buy it. Half of them will, because I picked the jury. Okay. How do I prove? Is what I said. Me being who I've been. How do I give you good people 3 decades of my life in turmoil? And me learning things? How do I convey that to you, jury? How do I prove in this court proceeding that you're not where you think you are? And this court is a religion. And you're supposed to have freedom of religion. They didn't tell you that. So you put in Temple of Justicia, it goes right to the Supreme Court building. You got priests in robes getting bonds on you. It's just like Christianity, man. Just like Christianity. Except the court's Lucifer's. That Lucifer guy. Yeah, Kent Hovind. That's it right there. He does the best debate with a guy about the creation story and how we got here. And breaks the science down, and then they put him in prison right after that. Good job, man. Poor guy. There was some property or something. I'm believing. Because he left that church to his kids, or he had to put it in their name, or some shit happened. I don't know. But if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. So you are a dead corporation entity. And welcome to prison, dead corporation. Can't. Okay. So That's how I'm going to go about it. They didn't tell you. Here's another way I'm going to prove it. It's all in their own law. 1978, the Supreme Court found that the IRS, in the court case between Chrysler Corporation and Brown, that the IRS is not in the Constitution. They are not an organic act or entity. There's the first time, entity of the United States of America, the Republic. If you know you're living in the Republic, because you don't want to be a patriot, that's son of man. Talking about, hey, Satan, let's do this again. As soon as you say I'm a patriot, who you obey is who your master is. I don't want to see my people deceived. I want to see my good friends deceived. No, he won't upset you, Richard. Can't lightweight shit, man. He's really one of the first flat earthers that was talking to. He was out there. I would compare him to that guy from South. I think he's in South Carolina or Tennessee. Oh shit, what's his name? Kind of a bald guy. He was a drunk when he was young, and now he's like this super preacher. But he's legit. I mean, you can just hear him and know he's legit. But he's legit for the good them. We gotta figure out our shit on our own. You know what Kent means, Joe? Cool. Kent is Old English. That's my middle name, Philip. Warrior. Kent, the sword's edge. Krieg, war. So Kent means the sword's edge. I come not to bring peace, but bring a sword. Slay them bastards. I don't know. I know we're all in contact for a reason. I know we're here. I know I can get on at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and talk to whoever, talk to the people that really need to hear it and really are my people. So, welcome to the shit show, y'all. I promise you. Well, I can't promise you. If I'd said anything, be like, it'll be fun. Come on, let's do this. I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize. Pardon my dumb ass. Just saying. Oh, my bad. But this will be our last time. Smooth sailing after this. We're going to chill out. Laugh about. Remember that time? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was wrong. I lied to you guys here. I thought I knew what was going to happen, but then they changed it all up on me. Bastards. Fucking hilarious shit, man. Did any of you think that you would be right here right now? 10, 15 years ago? Yeah, you're right, Richard. Thank goodness, or thank God, that the maker, the mother, and the father, they used to love dumbasses too. I'm guilty there. You know, thank God they did, or I'd been fucked. You too, man. That's why you probably think that you don't deserve it, but you do. Wait till you feel it, Richard. If you've never felt it, anybody's ever been through this experience, just feeling the presence of it, it made me. It actually something touched me. I felt it. I walked 10 feet and was on my knees crying like a little baby. Like, wow. But it was good. But, like, I didn't deserve this kind of love. This love was so beautiful, pure, and badassery. I didn't deserve it. I wasn't that good. I was a shithead. What did I do to deserve? What? How'd this happen? I said, why me? What the hell? Why'd you pick? Are you sure you got the right house, man? He said, it was a man's voice. He said, because you have faith. I always have had faith. Like I've told Richard and a couple other people, I'd be out in the middle of that concrete floor just talking my ass away. Talking about people. Because, you know, machines are loud. I can smile and say, fuck you very much. superintendent, and they'll wave back at me smiling. Ugh. Be on some hell of jobs. I'm sure you have too. Hey, Richard, I got some pictures to show you, dude. In this place here in Cannleton. They say it was built in 1846, but you're going to dig it. I'll send them to you. I posted that craft video, and it was a live that we did together, and that we were talking about it in. And it was your live, so I hope you got it. If not, I'll get it to you again. Why don't you save that, man? It's like third time I give it to you, Richard. I'm pain in my butt. I'll give it to you 40 more times, buddy. Until we're out of here. Okay, so I give the court case that proves from the Supreme Court their own law, their color of law, their statutes, says the IRS is not even. What do you think presidents don't pay taxes after they're president? Because it's all garbage bullshit. Y'all know this by now. But 6 years, 7 years ago, you couldn't tell people this. They just look at you with their head cocked on. Huh? What? What are you talking about? Have you got the link? I'll get it, buddy. Hold on. You crazy, man. You crazy, man. Okay. So, I give the law to that IRS case, and I just hopefully blew some fucking minds. Since 1978, the truth was out there. They just weren't telling you. Then I'm going to go into the Temple of Justicia and all that, and how this is not a courtroom of law. It's a church. It's a temple. It's a synagogue of the sons of Cain. That's all you can say. It's the sons of Cain. There's no other way to say it. It's shithead. It's a shithead move they pulled. But you know what? All we can do is tell them. And then I say, good people, we are to be governed by laws, not by arbitrary, unrestrained, calculated, and tyrannical use of authority. Because that's what's happened to us. Everything I just said, that's what's happened. Bullshit what they've done. And it has been tyrannical. It exceeds any rational thought or actions against me as a man, son, brother, a dad, or the smile at the door that just holds it open for you. None of those people deserve what is happening right here, right now. And then I'll smile at them and keep going. Like, I'll hold the door open for you when we leave. Here's $20. I said, let me clarify this in case you guys missed this. What I just shared with you, Chrysler versus Brown, ruled on by the U.S. Supreme Court. There's 7 judges, 7, right? Or is it 9? I don't know. Either way, they're priests. That case right there makes, since 1978, the IRS obsolete. They're thieves. They're stealing money from us. You, whatever. They haven't me since like 2000, right after the 9/11. I stopped paying. I ain't paid taxes since then. I don't even have a social security card, driver's license, nothing. I've been pulled over twice by cops. Once you get one, once I get them laughing, I got them. They're mine. The last one said, "Well, how do you redo your plates every year?" I said, "I do them every year with a Sharpie." You just laugh. I'm like, all right, I'm not getting my shit towed. I'm driving away from here. And I did like 10 minutes later. Anyway. Now, I don't know about you. Let's see here. Although many and possibly every one of you have been deceived, fully deceived, led to understandings that put you under the authority of the evil one. Unknowingly, they've done this to you. How do I prove it? Again, with their own words. I'm going to read Matthew 5:37. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. Anything less than that comes from the evil one. The Bible just said, take an oath and putting your hand on that and taking an oath is from Satan. Damn, they're tricky sons of bitches. They're really tricky. James 5:12 says, let your yes be yes or your no be no, lest you fall under condemnation. You know what that means. Next round, please. I want y'all to come with me, not stuck here. Come with us. Come with us, people. Then I'm going to go to James 2. Right there explains the whole process, how they drag you in courts. The rich drag the poor in courts. And basically, they terrorize us, man. They fucking put me in prison for 3 months for child support I didn't even owe. How they do that? Because they're pieces of shit liars. Don't speak things that needs to be said. Wise words. What are you saying here? Don't speak that needs to be said. Wise words. Well, yeah, you're right. These things I'm saying automatically destroy their system. In my opening, these people ain't gonna know what the fuck hit them. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for this information. Now I know what I'm doing. The PIP, Purple Ink Project. Joe, you don't know what that is. I think everybody else does. When I signed my paperwork on the, it's called a complaint for quiet title. What that does is that freezes everything. If they had an eviction, it doesn't matter if I do it 10 minutes before the courthouse closes on the last day. It stops all actions. All actions. It stops everything at the clerk's filing of this paperwork. Before judgment. It even says it in there. Before judgment. But they have arrested me and kidnapped me. They kept me for 20 days. And they arrested me on trespassing on my own property. And with this right here, in my paperwork, I got them. They're fucked. I've been in a lot of court cases. Unfortunately. Not criminal or anything like that. It's mostly small claims or real court over I think it was $7,000 back in the day. Small claims. It might be $10,000 now. But I've been on jobs where the contractor, the concrete guy previous to me, he got $50,000 worth of damage and having to buy the material again, tear it out, and the labor. $50,000 on a job one time. That's a big fuck up. I had to tear the whole pool deck out. It was inside, and I had to tear it out white. I did decorative concrete, make stencils, brick out of paper stencil and color hardener, stamp it, make it look like slate stone. I did that for 21 years in custom masonry. And it didn't matter what I did. I could be $1,500, $2,000 higher, and I get the job. I started doing it in 1986. I was way ahead of the curve. There was me and about 4 other guys in Central Indiana and the Indianapolis area. We'd meet at Perkins every on the last Sunday of every month. We found out that we were all doing it. We were trading ideas. And yeah, it was a good deal. It was really good. I met some good people. I made my own texture roller. It was really good. Meeting them guys, going through that. Two of them ended up being screwing me out of some money, about 12 grand. But then when you're making 5, 6, 700,000 a year, 12 grand ain't shit. You just write that off. I was at LLC until 01. Well, I started in a 79 Thunderbird in an 86 Ford F-150. And in 10 years, I had, me and my dad now, he had a backhoe, which I still better have. It's a 1965 Case 530 with a clamp bucket, 4-in-1 bucket. You don't see that. You don't see that. 1965 backhoe with a 4-in-1 bucket. You're not going to find one. Now it's more common, but yeah, 1965, crazy stuff. Okay, next page. Two pages. I think it's like 4 pages long. And then I'll drop the link. Let's see. Okay, I say. Now, I don't know about you, but everything I said here is a bold and damning to everything we hold to be pure and honest and have standards of such. And today, that's your very purpose of being here and placing judgment on me, to having the truth so you can place judgment on me. If you don't have the truth, you're not going to properly place judgment on me. So here's the truth. I said it took me 3 decades to attain this knowledge. It took me from hearing ignorance of the law is no excuse, son. 90 days in jail. To defeating the Henry County prosecuting attorney on my own. I fought my own case. I had a public pretender that filed all the paperwork, but I did all the legwork. I beat a vehicular homicide. It's my wife who grabbed the wheel and ran into the telephone pole. My daughter even said it. It'd been 3 years since the wreck. But when your wife golfs with the prosecutor's wife, or when your wife's mom, my mother-in-law, she's a member of the country club. She's a hospice nurse. You know, she's 6-figure, goody country club two-face. Yeah, I don't even. They got. You want to hear something funny, Joe? My sister and her husband are millionaires. They're millionaires, man. I come from a family like Rebecca. You know, I would never talk about them because it sounds. I can't even put a description to it because I won't talk like that. I won't tell you how good I had it and all this shit because I really didn't have it good. Yeah, I had everything I wanted, but molested at 8, and you're babysitting your 2 sisters and your brother when you're 12 years old, and your brother's 1. You're changing diapers. And, yeah, it's not cool, man. I was a slave, basically. I was a fucking slave. But anyway, yeah, I beat my own case there in Henry County, and I beat my mother-in-law tried to take my daughter from me. I'm like, here was my plea agreement. The judge looks at me and he says, I want you to write a letter to your mother-in-law and tell her that you're sorry for the loss of her daughter. I stood up and I stood right up. Boom. I said, fuck that. I said, she ain't writing me a letter and saying I lost my wife. She's not writing my daughter a letter saying she lost her mother and she's sorry. I looked at her and I said, write your own fucking letter. And I walked out and nobody said a word. It was all dropped and done. Yeah, exactly, Joe. There you go. There you go. But I was making money. I did have it good. Now I know why I had it so good because I knew it'd be so. I didn't know, but Spirit knew. I'd be taking it tough now. Yeah, I'm taking it tough, buddy. It's okay. Not many people say it's all good. I don't give a fuck. I know it's gonna be good. It's gonna be gravy. It's all gonna be fine. Cause I'm watching it be fine. I'm watching. I'm watching spells happen, and then seeing it after it happened. I'm like, oh shit! Look at this. I showed a couple of you. Oh, that's crazy. Look at this shit. It's just like PIP. You reverse it, mirror it. I made it. I was gonna make it the Purple Pen Project because you have to sign a beneficiary signature. That's what Spirit showed me. Sign beneficiary signature in purple ink. Purple is the color of royalty. They don't even know what they've done yet. And I suggest any of you do that. If you have a case or anything like that, purple pen, first name, hyphen, middle name, semicolon, last name, comma, beneficiary. That separates you from that straw man. It's that simple. It's really that easy. People want to file paperwork and shit. Why do you want to justify and give authority to an illegal system? I'm not writing them shit. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't recognize them. Fuck them. Anyway, don't get me started on that. I'm about done, guys. I'll drop the link. My wife was 33 when that wreck happened, when she grabbed the wheel. 33 years old. My daughter was 3. Her grandpa was a 32nd degree Freemason, and her grandma was some high uppity up Eastern Star. Like I put that together like I don't know about 40 years ago. I was telling the story, and they're like, "Wasn't it her that Grandpa made?" I'm like, "Holy shit, yeah!" She was 33, and my daughter was 3. Wow, damn man, it's crazy. It's death certificate. They give you the death certificate, but it don't matter. You don't. Your last name, Joe Broom and Krieg. Those aren't our names. That's our first Social Security. That's our Social Security name. That's our trust name. That's not my name. My name's Philip Kent. I don't know Rebecca's middle name. It's just Rebecca in her middle name. We don't have last names. That's putting you in the world. That's their way of. That's what they did. That's what Joseph supposedly in the Bible. That's why he had to go back to town where he was from because they were doing a census. There it is. That's the first of the taxation, stealing your money, straw man, garbage. Because if you read the scriptures in certain areas, especially James and Matthew, you'll see that we're all going through the same thing Jesus did, spiritual Jesus did in that Bible. Now, how in the hell they know this? Well, you know how they know it because it's divine intervention, and we're some lucky motherfuckers. Basically, we're lucky. Hi, Solana. How are you? Good seeing you. I'm just ranting. I'm going off here. Don't pay no attention to me, girl. Um, I'm just reading. I went through some scripture and showing these fine people what's going on here, and I'm reading my opening statement to the jury. I started writing it a couple of days ago. I haven't worked on it today, but for an opening statement, I think it's pretty good. Let's see here. I think this is my last page. Yep. How am I going to do this? How am I going to prove all this to you? You think this is such a monumental task with so much to put in a understanding presentation? Where am I going to find in the law of this stuff? And then I read the scriptures to them. There's where I'm going to find it. Right here. It's already there, people. Damn, that was simple. But here's the case, and this is the law that they screwed me on. I'll see you at Ponderosa. I just skimmed through that opening statement thing, but you get the gist. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be exciting times. Exciting times, definitely. I'm just glad nobody else is going through it because it's a pain in the ass and it sucks. It does suck. It's all good. All right, let me get the link out there. All right, mute up for a second. I'm not gonna mute up. I want to do this for a minute. So Alma, you put some good stuff out here the last couple weeks. I've been checking it out. Oh, I gotta harass you too. What'd you do? Take my wrench away for? You know, you're the only person I said that to. Do you feel bad? You should. You hurt my feeling. You hurt my feelings, Alma. How dare you? Oh shoot! When I realized that, I didn't even see it until I seen the thing come up on the like. Oh, it made you a moderator. I'm like, well, that little wily woman, what she do? She fucking with me, messing with my head. Oh, I found this the other day. I wanted to share this too. This is Richard. I don't know. I'm sure because all the corporations go under Washington D.C. So this would apply to you guys. It applies to New Zealand, Australia, Canada, all of them, because the laws in the 100 square miles or 77 square miles, whatever in the hell it is, they all follow that corporate law. That's how I was able to hold out a folded bunch of papers, like 6, 7 papers I folded. It was bare. There was nothing written on them. But when they said put a mask on, and I explained to them, you know, since you're in all caps, you go under the corporate law, and that's the U.S. citizen, and that's the government of Washington D.C. They say you have to take liability for my health if they're wrong. So here's some papers. If you sign these papers in 3 places, I'll wear your mask. But if you don't sign it, I either leave and file a suit against you and put conditional acceptances on you. And they're like, "What's that?" I said, "I'll go against your trust for I don't know whatever I feel this is worth, maybe millions, whatever." And I know it's going to go through because the IRS is going to get their 32% of it. That right there validates it. I got the rest. Boom, done. It's over. That's how a lot of guys are getting out of going to prison because the IRS takes the 32%. A guy, that Chris Hauser guy, him and 10 guys wrote like $2 billion worth of conditional acceptances, and the IRS validated every one of them by taking their percentage out. Yeah, good luck with that, state of Tennessee. You just fucked yourself. Okay. Back to what I'm doing here. This is my 3rd live. Is my mic still good? Everything good? I don't know how long. Let's see. Okay, hour and a half. About now to 2 hours. That's when shit starts cutting out and Rebecca takes over. The last 2 times, her and Richard. I don't know what's going on. I'm a targeted individual. Helicopters are following me. Hell, I'm targeted by my own damn family. I don't need a fucking helicopter to chase me. They don't worry about helicopters. They can't a judge to kick you out of your own home. That helicopter, I don't even know that guy. I know that bitch sister of mine, who's an Indiana State excise, by the way, which is the equivalent to the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms for the state of Indiana. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. How'd I get so lucky, eh? Alright. I'm gonna play a song. What do y'all want to hear? Because I got to go to the bathroom. And I'm just going to leave you hearing me holler it. My dogs aren't here. Penelope the cat. Chloe and Penelope. I'm not about to go hollering at no cat. As soon as I do, Mark Basco me, they're going, man, didn't you learn by Chuck's mistakes, Phil? You're angry. Quit hollering at that cat. And I love it when he does that. It's funny shit. Okay. It's law here. Then I'm playing some music, going to the bathroom. I'm going to give you the case, or give you the statute. It's, you're going to laugh your ass off when you get these. I believe it was Chuck and he asked me what LEA stood for. I was like, well, it could stand for a few things, man. I knew law enforcement agency, but I didn't say it because I didn't think of it. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about government oversight. Come to find out, it's about budgets and shit for the cops. There it is. So I put in LEA, and they come up, a local education agency, section 303.23. I'll say that again, 303.23. Yeah, 303.23. Go figure. General Local Educational Agency, or LEA, means a public board of education or other public authority legally constituted within a state or either administrative control or direction of, or to perform a service function for public elementary schools or secondary schools in a city, county, township, school district, or other political subdivision of a state, or for a combination of school districts or counties, as are recognized in a state as an education agency. Okay, so right here it says you guys can get a board together, oversight board for the elementary schools that they're having trainings come in libraries and reading shit. People don't know this. They can get a parent. They can find it all. They can get rid of everything that they're teaching them. They can change the whole education system right here with this law. I don't have children anymore, but I'm so glad I found it. I need to make a post or something about it. But yeah, right there it says it. I'll turn the camera on. Joe, don't demand, Bex. You know what'll happen. I'll get my shit cut. No justice, no. That's right, we're on strike. Well, we've done our time. We've done our part. Now it's grandchildren. I don't see that happening since my children don't talk to me. Now you're screwed, Tom. You're screwed. I'm going to turn this camera around on it and show you it's from the U.S. Department of Education and all that garbage. And it'll be on record here in this live settings. Camera. You'll get some Becks after I go to the bathroom and get something to drink. You just hold tight now. Have patience, man. Patience. Patience is a virtue. Alright. There we go. Ooh. You see, it's IDA, U.S. Department of Education. 303.23, Local Educational Agency. Pretty cool stuff. I've seen this. I'm like, Chuck, you don't believe what I just ran into, man. I'm glad you asked me that. So there it is. Now I'm gonna put something on. Bex can come up and take. Rebecca, you want to come up here and talk rather than play music? Yeah. Here, take you back. You know, when I write stuff in the chat, I'm like, people read it that are doing the live, and they're like, I don't understand what you're saying, Phil. I'm like, how do they not know what I'm saying? Now it's happening to me because I read something down there. I'm like, what are they talking about? Oh, well. I can see conversation between y'all, but sometimes I get thrown a curveball. Man, I'm that guy that can't understand what's going on in my chat. God dang it. Dang it, man. How'd that happen? Alright, here we go. The link. The link. Ah, fuck. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Copy. Man. I hate Mic check. Everybody hear me? Hello. Let's see. Post comment. There we go. God damn it. There you go. I'm not gonna be on here long, guys. So I'm not doing no 7 hours. I might do an hour more, an hour and a half. I gotta get some sleep. I didn't get much sleep last night. I fell asleep in my chair here in the kitchen at the computer. I woke up like 2.5 hours later, feeling all refreshed, ready to tackle the world. There it is. All right, Miss Broom, come hither, sister. Oh, wait on you. All right, I'm coming. I'm coming. Welcome, fool. welcome to hell. By the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, much love there, my friend.
Much love to you too, my friend. Didn't know if it's mutiny or tyranny. I was gonna demand you give them wrenches before I come up.
I'm not getting. Hey, Richard showed me the way. Nobody's getting a
Give
wrench.
them the wrenches. Give
Hey, you
them
know
the
what?
wrenches.
Hey, if I cannot
I don't want
handle
one.
this live by myself, I don't need to be having it. That's what Richard said. I was like, you know what, Richard? That's a really good idea, man. I'm gonna live by that. And you know what? He's not targeted. His stuff never gets shut down. Now they might shut his video down, but the live they go on. I know for a fact that they're tying this all together with these wrenches. You know, like because so and I, and you, we go to we're in communities that most people are not in. You know, we cross the
Mhm.
what the racial boundary, the racial line, whatever, however you want to say it. But we're in lives or we're in chats that we most people aren't. So they're still tying us with wrenches. That's why I don't say anything about people giving me wrench because I just assume not have one. Honestly, and don't tie me to
Mhm.
them.
Yeah, I was just teasing because of where
No, I know,
the
I know.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm explaining that for
No,
Joe
I'm
Cool. You
honestly
probably never heard me say
I've
that.
never I've never really used a wrench for anything, any kind of administration. when I did have wrenches, except for I like to check channels out of the people in the I like to learn more about
Yeah,
the people I'm
sure.
angry at.
Yeah, that's awesome. You
But
mean you
that's what
didn't?
hippie's for.
You
But
didn't?
hippie solves that problem.
That's right.
Um,
Hippie Shake
oh,
29. Shout
yeah,
out to
and
her.
everyone here tonight, I'm in the chat with, I'm friends with. I already
Yeah,
I already know their
we know each
channels.
other.
Exactly.
Yeah, mine
Exactly.
sucked. You didn't have to agree so fast. Slip that one in on you. You said exactly. Oh shit! All right, you want to? What are you going to talk about, Rebecca? What are we going to set this microphone or this camera down, this phone, and I'm going to listen to you talk about? What are you going to talk about?
What am I going to talk about?
I don't know. You know what? Here's what I've been thinking of the last few days, really hard, because these people are affected with this bad spirit, and you and I watched the inception of it like 6 months ago, the real hardcore inception of it. It happened for me about 8 months ago, so I'm gonna remember this. There's 12 people after what was his name? So I'm the God, what was that guy's name? Really good guy. I only talked to him a couple times. Brown gentleman, but he passed away. And these people, there was people arguing. There was like 5 or 6 people saying, "I'm glad he's dead. He's a piece of shit." Da, da, da. And I'm like, I can't believe these people are talking about this man like this. He's been gone 2 days. These people are arguing on this panel. How in the hell do they hear each other? Number one. Number two, how do they know who wins? Because they're all talking at the same time. What the fuck is going on here? How'd I get here? It was a wreck. But that went on for like 2 months. Now, at Charles and Adrian's and Soama's and Drops, every once in a while we would go to his channel. There was no arguing. We were all getting along. Everybody else was arguing, fighting. We Are Awake TV started with that. Who'd they start with? I forget who. It says all bullshit. For we not wrestle not against flesh and blood. That made so much sense. We're the only ones not arguing. It's crazy. It was nuts. We got somebody else. Here we go. Oh, Richard. Sorry, Richard. I didn't pour you a brandy, bub.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi, Richard.
Hello, Bex. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, great. Well, I'm pretty much fantastic.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
And why is that?
Yeah, why is it?
It's because
why am I glad?
That's what I choose. I choose to be fantastic.
I'm fantastic too. I'm going. I'll be back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a personal choice.
Exactly.
You know, absolutely. Everything is a state of mind. Depression is a state of mind. Euphoria is a state of mind. And that's the way I sort of look at it, really. And, there's certain things like, don't let people live in your head rent free. If they're a burden on your happiness, I'll use that word, they don't belong in it, do they, really? If there's no benefit to be, I'm not saying to use people for benefit, but, like you come into my life, Phil's come into my life, and it's a joy to have a chat with you. So
it is. I appreciate that. I feel the same way.
Yeah. And, that's it. It's being able to control your own mental destiny, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I see it.
Yeah, some of those some situations or things that run repeat in our head can really bog us down, like I work really hard. I've worked really hard to rewrite how my perception of things, and own my part, and also sit in sort of righteous judgment of of people as I put myself in their shoes as well, you know, and of myself and over and back and forth. But still, some of those, you know, family stuff can really, you know, be one of those things that's hard to let go, you know?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Specifically recently with the medical thing, that, you know, initially that really played quite heavy on me. I was sort of made it personal. Then I got to that thinking, well, we've all got our own personal journeys. Doesn't matter whether it's your parents or your brothers or your whoever it is or your closest friend. We've all got control over our own journey. They've chosen that way. I've chosen this way.
Yeah, exactly.
They've wasted their life watching television. I've wasted my life watching YouTube videos. You know, and what I've researched, what they've researched, you know. So it's, you know, it is all about the personal journey. We've all had different experiences. So you know, I'm the one child in 5, and my 4 siblings have each got 2 children. They're each happily married. They each own their own homes. Like I said, got 2 children. They're really quite role model parents as far as bringing up children goes. Apart from the fact that they haven't stepped outside the box to see how they're bringing their children up, because basically they're just formed in that box, that indoctrination box. But I think it took quite a lot to let go of the reins, really, because there is a responsibility that comes with knowing certain things, knowing how the world works, knowing how other people are being manipulated. There is an element of responsibility for your you know, your loved ones and for everybody else, but primarily sort of your loved ones. So it was a bit of a wrench, but now I think, well, you know, everybody has that free will, the paths they choose, etc. So, you know, that isn't a burden on me anymore. Other people's choices, you know. And I mean, the best I can hope for is that they look at me and think, well, what, particularly what is going to come, why is he so happy? And I'll say to you, listen, I've been telling you for years, this is why I'm happy. Okay?
Yeah.
And then hopefully that will be that sort of germination of the seed I've been planting.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah. Lead by example.
Exactly that. Exactly that. You know, and
especially to people who can't fathom joy in your shoes, let alone, you know, near ecstasy, you know, for all the wrong reasons, usually too, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm one of 8 children. My dad had two wives and 4 and 4 with each, but we were reared majority together. At least I was from age 12 on. But it's a bit more of a hodgepodge of who's had kids and who hasn't. Less have had kids than you would expect. But what it is it's people are like kind of like warming a bench for some piece of a pie, you know, still being puppeted by parents who secretly only shared with a few and said they shared with none. And you know, as you get older and you learn about the kind of investments made in some siblings and not in others, and you know, you can do your best to put your parents in shoes of, you know, different points of success. But it does come down to real injustice, you know what I mean? Like real lack of fairness and more importantly would be the secrecy behind it, right? I think we all would have invested in each other and understood better if there was any kind of dialogue, but it was always the opposite. It's like, don't tell your sisters, don't tell your brothers, you know?
Oh yeah.
And you know, you want to believe it was done with the best of intention, you know, but as you get older, you realize that some people just don't. They're very classist, you know. It comes down to successful people support successful people, right? Like that brethrenship or whatever.
Yeah, that is a thing. Yeah,
it's a different kind of, it's actually a fraternity versus brethren. I would probably, you know, in terms of semantics.
Yeah, nobody loves a loser.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, that's not my
yeah.
way of thinking. That is sort of like one of these everyday, you know, expressions. Nobody loves a loser. Everybody loves a winner.
Mhm.
Competition, unfairness, inequality, unjust.
Meanwhile, I have a line. I have a line that I would say to a doctor if they were ever hitting on me. If a doctor was hitting on me, people think, you know, women are gold diggers or whatever. But I was thinking about it recently. If a doctor hit on me, I'd be like, you know, I really appreciate your interest, but just like a waitress doesn't date the the waitress doesn't date the kitchen. Okay, I'm not
Yeah.
interested in dating a doctor. Thanks. Right? They would knock them off their fucking pompous. Anyways, sorry, I don't mean to be
Well,
so negative towards the physicians.
well, this is the thing about your average state doctor is, do they know that what they're pushing is toxic?
They have to now. They have to.
Yeah, there are some that have stood out and stood up and said, "Listen, we've got these results. This ain't right." But I mean, we're talking about people that are classed as highly intelligent, to a degree. I mean, I guess remembering things, is that a sign of intelligence? Being able able to
Exactly.
remember.
That's what they are. They're good. They're
Okay.
good at rote memory.
Yeah,
You know.
and if they're getting backhanders for promoting certain products,
Yeah. Yeah.
now how come they, if they're so clever and intelligent and you know, sort of high up that pyramid list, how come they haven't worked out themselves that you know, plants?
They usually leave. They leave allopathic medicine and go into naturopathy.
Yeah,
I met one. The first naturopath I ever met almost finished med school, but he was so stressed out. He was diagnosed with arthritis, and his doctor gave him whatever pill and told him it'll be forever. And so while he's studying medicine, he's like, forever? Right? Like,
yeah,
that fucking sucks, right? I'm like in my 20s. And so he researched his own arthritis and cured it. And, you know, thought I can't be a part of this, you know, this BS system. And,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
left. So, yeah.
yeah. There are couple of channels I follow. I think one's Dr. Bergman on YouTube. They just go into the health benefits of simple things like spices and herbs, and you know, all the benefits that.
There used to
And
be a radio show out of I think it was out of Seattle, Washington. I live on the ocean, so we used to get, it might have been somewhere out of the States, but the doctor's name was Dr. Gabe Merkin, and which is kind of funny actually. Does anyone here know what a Merkin is?
Merkinal. No.
A Merkin is anyone in the chat? Anyone? A Merkin is a hairpiece for your nether region.
There's a Cockney rhyming slang word for that. It's called a syrup. Have you heard of a syrup?
No.
It's short for syrup of figs. Wigs.
Yeah.
So you've got yeah, I just want to throw that in there just in case. You know, America probably don't know a huge amount about Cockney rhyming slang. Cockney being so like London rhyming slang. So you've got apple and stairs as pears, but a syrup is a wig. So it's like a syrup for the down belows. That's weird.
Yeah. There's a movie.
I'm making pancakes now.
Hold it. Let me just say, I just envisaged making love with somebody, and then
while they have their wig on.
wow.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's like I wear a fur bikini.
Hairy white friends. Wow.
But a good example of a merkin, if anyone wants to actually see one in action, they should not in action. No, but I say there's a Demi Moore did her. She was quite young actually, but not as young as others. But Demi Moore did a spread in Playboy,
Yeah.
and all I remember is I'm pretty sure she's wearing some sort of royal blue, but she has the biggest muff. It's so big it can't be natural. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like it's and they're quite respectful. They're artistically done. Like I just mean it's back in the day when they weren't like spread eagle. Okay,
Yeah.
hence why she's wearing a gigantic merkin.
Was her head shaved? Was her head shaved during that shoot? Was she G.I. Jane?
No, she didn't have more hair down there than she had up top.
Wow, Merkin.
She had long, flowy hair. They're beautiful shots, but it's pretty funny. Anyways, Gabe Merkin. Back to the Dr. Gabe Merkin. Okay. Dr. Gabe Merkin used to share like sort of controversial medical stuff. Like I remember learning that that's where I learned that let me see, there was a strong positive correlation between dementia and it's specifically post-mortem. They could only diagnose Alzheimer's post-mortem, but they found a strong positive correlation between Alzheimer's, dementia, post-mortem, and chlamydia, actually, infections. So I always said to anyone showing signs, if your parents ever show any kind of sign of like, if you're even yourself, I just think it supports going on an antibiotic cleanse once in a while. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I'm just saying you never know where infections can sit, right? I also learned from him about the herpes virus. 85% of the non-Jewish North American population has some strain of the herpetic virus, right? And that's what it was. He had found a correlation between MS and basically the herpetic virus attacking the myelin sheath of the nerves.
Okay.
And essentially, if you took a lot of lysine, I'm adding to that knowledge now, but if you took a lot of lysine, a lysine supplement, you should be able to you should be able to stop that kind of degeneration as well. But yeah.
Yeah. Chlamydia, is that just a sexually transmitted disease? Or can they be caught off of shaking hands with somebody or?
No, chlamydia is considered also a sexually transmitted infection now. Most of them are called infections now, not diseases.
Oh, STI. That's a motor oil, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. I mean, recently, probably going back 10 years, there was a lot of reports on dementia patients being heavily dosed with aluminium.
I'd heard that as well.
Yeah, I have covered it because it's a heavy metal, despite the fact it isn't heavy. But it's classed as a heavy metal. It shrouds the pineal gland, like fluoride is another thing.
Well, and they also use it in some of the jibbity jabbers, right, as an activant or something, or a carrier. That being said, aluminum doesn't like have a home in our bodies, right? So it finds its home in the zinc receptors. So I think that if they really cared about people, or if you wanted to keep aluminum from, and maybe even the zinc receptors can take back zinc, and kick out the aluminum. All I know is that you need to get your zinc levels up before you ingest aluminum.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go out there and start huffing on them empty cans.
Well, I'm talking about what they're spraying in the sky and what they have been.
Yeah, I know. I was just making a joke.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, it's one of those things that just suppresses our functioning, and particularly our mental functioning. And will your doctor tell you this? Does a doctor tell you this? The dangers of aluminium? No, probably not. I had I had a lot of surgery going back over the last, I don't know, 7 years now. And I went to see a a dietary specialist because I'd lost a lot of weight. I had radiotherapy and I lost quite a lot of weight over the month. And the first thing that she said to me was, eat a lot of sugar. Okay, and I said to her, "Are you sure about that?" I said, because sugar is actually feeds cancer, and it's acidic and it feeds cancer. So I ended up having a 2-hour conversation with this National Health Service. Yeah, it's gone dead. Dietary physician, and she didn't know anything compared to what I just, I bash rocks for a living, but she was the first thing she promoted to me was sugar, and as it transpired, it's one of the worst things that we can actually eat is refined sugar. But that's her first port of call, is recommending something to me that was gonna kill me, bearing in mind what I'd just gone through and what
Well, yeah,
what I'd eaten.
exactly.
So they don't promote things like eat green vegetables.
And you're
for
like,
your,
I was gonna say I don't know why I'm probably just being silly, but I was gonna be like my 5-year-old self, like someone's giving you sugar, next time you're gonna want to give next thing you're gonna want to do is give me a job, right? Because that's how they suck you into this whole thing. Here's some sugar. Now you need pennies to buy the candy, and you're like, I'm fucked.
yeah. Yeah. And I mean, the worst thing is, I mean, even now that what they've actually come out with it with the glucose syrups, the fructose syrups, which was invented in America, 1970s. It's like refined corn, isn't it? It's like corn syrup, derived from genetically modified corn, for one thing. So that ain't too good. But even the high fructose syrup, glucose fructose syrup, which is replaced because it's cheaper than refined sugar, like granulated sugar, that's found its way into everything now. And I challenge anybody to find a regular sweet, like a boiled sweet or a sucking sweet, I don't know what you call them over there, that is made of sugar and a natural flavouring, because glucose fructose syrup has now replaced sugar. You'd be hard pressed to find a sweet that doesn't have glucose syrup in it. And glucose syrup is awful. It's awful stuff.
My brain is like drooling. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
Not my stomach or my tongue, but my brain's like, I like that fucking sugar stuff. It's like, it's cocaine to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the thing. If you,
It is, though.
I was always.
That's your point. I do understand. That's your point.
Well, I'm like building site material, construction site material, and we got things like we call it. Oh, somebody says, "Oh, would you like a cup of tea?" I'll say, "Oh, yes, please." How strong do you want it? And I'll just say, "Well, builder's tea, please." Now, builder's tea is about as black and dark as you can get it, and strong as you can get it. But going back, I was like a 2 or 3 spoon of sugar per mug, and that was sort of normal. But when I came off of sugar, I found the joy is in fruit.
Yeah.
It's so clean to get the sweetness from fruit.
Well, and honestly, it's so easy to get sugar out of so many things, like caramelized onions, the sugars come out, roast them, roast tomatoes, the sugar comes out, like there's a lot of natural sugar in food that you could, there's so many ways you could roast yams to the point of being so sugary, you could bake with them instead of sugar. They're so sweet,
That's it. Yeah.
So
yeah. Even coffee, you drink coffee with a clean palate that's sort of lost that yearning for sugar and sweetness. It's there even in coffee. Like there is an element of sweetness about it.
Yeah.
Pectin, I think, is a fruit sugar. Is it pectin? Even in fruits and vegetables, there's a sweetness in rhubarb. Just anything. There's an element of sweetness.
Yeah.
That once a palate is cleansed of that artificial sweetener, which is the granulated sugar, the processed sugar, it's you know. But it's a thing that it erodes people's teeth. And I recently watched something about fluoride, the introduction of fluoride into the system, because it was a byproduct of the aluminium processing. The aluminium processing system. Okay, so they processed the aluminium. They got the wastewater, which they were dumping in the rivers. The wastewater that contained this fluoride, derivative of fluoride something. And eventually, the system was conned into promoting it as beneficial for teeth. Well, a certain element of fluoride does have health benefits, but it's not the stuff they pump into the waters as a byproduct of aluminium processing. But again, they promoted no cavities. It was a massive thing, probably gone back to the 50s. No cavities today, mum. Well, one of the biggest cavity makers is acidic food.
Well, and it's kind of BS. It's BS because all my friends have cavities. I grew up on irrigation water on our property, right? So, but I still had fluoridated water in school and everywhere else I went in town, and I've never had a cavity. It's just good teeth. They're just strong teeth. That's just what I have, or some good relationship with the tartar buildup that keeps my teeth from getting cavities. I don't know. And a dentist that saw when I was a kid, me and my brother had really, really good, strong, high points on our teeth, and he actually filled them with some sort of plastic that wore off. It was like a clear plastic that he filled in where we would have got cavities, and it just wore off by the time our points wore down. You know.
Yeah.
It was there for like, I don't know, 6 or 8 or 10 years for all I know. But I was going to say that, have you heard the relationship potentially between Gulf War syndrome and aluminum?
No.
Yeah, they were. One of the theories on the Gulf War syndrome is that these soldiers were exposed to Coca-Cola en masse. Well, I'm going to say pop, but likely Coke en masse in trailer, that had been shipped to them and not kept cold the entire time. Right? So it would have sat in the heat at different times in the pallets and maybe heated it up a bunch, and not necessarily the sugar and the Coca-Cola. It might be a relationship between the aluminum and the sugar in the Coke, but maybe between the Diet Coke and the aluminum, a reaction occurred had. But there's theories that there's been theories about the aluminum, theories about the sucralose or whatever they were using at the time, and also
aspartame.
Yeah.
There's another thing about pop that I don't get this. I don't drink pop. I drink cider. That's bubbly, but it's injected with carbon dioxide. Okay. Which is an acidic. If you mix carbon dioxide with water, you get carbonic acid, which is one of the things that I didn't quite understand when the old face covering was about. But if you breathe out carbon dioxide as a gas and you're breathing it straight back in again, what you're actually doing is creating carbonic acid, which acid is not good for the body. The only place acid is good for in the body, is my understanding, I'm not a doctor, is in the stomach. Any acid outside the body, like for example, people that do a lot of running or exercise, they get like burning joints, which I think is a build-up of, is it lactic acid in joints? It gives
yes, I think so. The stiff muscles.
Well, no, it's not stiffness. It's like burning, like knees and elbows. You get that burning knees and elbows sensation. That is a build-up of acid on the joints.
Yeah.
And another one is like acid reflux. When the acid comes back out of the stomach and up into the chest area, that is not a pleasant sensation. That is a burning sensation. That's the body saying, "Ooh, we don't like that. Something's wrong here." So the only place acid should really be is in the stomach, by very careful design by the Big Bang, I must say. But 18.
What was that about the Big Bang?
Well, that was, it's a very clever design, the human body, all from the
Mhm.
Big Bang. Amazing. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, you mean that when the apes went into the pond and played around with the pond scum and came out hairless and human?
That was it, yeah. And thought,
Yeah,
oh,
that time after the bang.
yeah,
Or they
that-
bang the pond scum or however that works. But anyways,
yeah.
yeah.
And we sort of thought, oh, I don't like climbing trees anymore. I'll just get weedy little arms instead.
Yeah, hey, you know what? Screw this tree. Let's build a bank.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Phil, you've been very quiet over there, bro. Dean, hello, my friend.
Well,
And
I asked
I'll
for a
say,
shovel. I asked for a shovel today, and my buddy Jason hands me this. I figured you'd like to
Wow,
see
is
a
that-
leprechaun's shovel handle.
wow. Oh, what's that? Some
Cool.
sort of wine, is it? Yeah.
I said, "You got to be kidding me, man!" I said, "You don't have."
Where did you plug
that's
it
what you
in?
got, man."
Where did you plug it in?
I love it.
Yeah.
No, I'm taking it off. I put.
Hey,
steel
is
in
that
mine.
a unicorn horn?
No, no, it's a.
Are you sure?
Vine. Yeah, I'm really sure.
I'd stir my
Vine, is
coffee
it?
with that and purify it if need be.
I don't think that'd
Yeah.
be necessary. I thought you'd get a laugh out of that.
Yeah. Well,
Hey, anybody? Go ahead, Richard. I'm sorry.
no, I was actually going to ask you, because Bex has taken over your chat now. I'm just
No, it's all good. It's all
You've
good.
gone
I told her to go away. Hit it. I went
Yeah.
out.
He did.
Yeah, used the bathroom and did a few things. I went to the bank. Went to the grocery store. It's all good now. I'm back.
Yeah. We've got it's 20 to 7 in the morning. We got a stand in the park. You've got them in America in various places, but a stand in the park.
It's quarter to one here. Quarter to one. Everybody does the online banking, so yeah. I don't even own a bank account. I don't have checks. I don't have a credit card. I don't have none of that. I don't
No.
have a driver's license. No, I'm not even in the IRS data bank.
Oh, you're not.
So, no, sir.
Wow.
Nope. Here's how I know that. My friend, I was staying with him. He said, "Man, give me your social security number," because I wasn't filing nothing. He goes, "I can take you off my taxes." He was getting like $6,000 for me. I'm like, "Yeah, cool, man." He's like, "I'll give you some money. We'll live good." Right on. That's what's up. I'll do that. Like 4 days later, he comes to the truck because I got a little camper shell in my truck I was staying in. He's like, "Man, was that the right number?" I said, "Yeah, man." It was 310-945-307. Yeah, I've known that my whole life. 8933169571 was my driver's license number. 303-4877-64 was my dad's social security number. 121154. I can rattle all these numbers off. I get photographic memory.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it, man. Positive. He's like, the tax guy said that that account exists, but no name come up with that account. He can't find you. I'm like, sweet.
They'll find you though.
Yeah. I know.
He starts slowly backing out of the office. I was never here.
Exactly.
I was never.
Hey, they'll forget I was here, man. They'll look around and panic, and I won't be there. They'll forget about me. It's funny. I was like, man, that's unreal. Dean might remember that. It's been a couple of years ago. Yeah, Dean might remember it. Yeah, that happened that summer. But yeah, I'm gonna get a jacket on. People talk about being targeted individuals. And Lonnie Bland, I hope you're listening. If not, I'm gonna send this to you so you can hear it. People, there is no targeted individuals, man. It's your mind,
But I'm
bro.
special. They're watching me. They're watching me from the trees. I'm special.
Here's what I said to him. I said, Lonnie, because I've known him for a long time. Known of him. I just gotten to know him the last 6-8 months, a lot better. We have a lot of mutual friends, good people. Yeah, maybe not such some good people, but the person that introduces you to good people, Mark Reynolds. Anyway, I said, Lonnie, if it was this easy to defeat the sons and daughters of the true spirit here, bro, wouldn't we have already lost? Because they're fucking with you. You're all confused. You can't do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're all videoing stuff. We're done beat. So what do I need to just turn around and put a bullet in my head? I wanted to say. I didn't say. It's like, think about this, man. And what happened to, what happened to the sneak attack? You guys took that away. You guys are the diversion, bro. That's what I said. I said, actually, what you're doing is very important to this whole thing, Lonnie. And it is. He might, at first he thought I was being sarcastic and a smartass, but I was being dead honest. These people are creating a diversion. Then next night he calls me and he said, I'm at another TI. I said, oh, you did? He goes, yeah, the trainee. I said, what? A trainee? He's like, yeah, I don't think it knew that I knew it was a trainee. I said, why would a trainee who is obviously the fucking synagogue of Satan, not with us, why would they be a targeted individual, Lonnie? I don't know. Like, just think about these things, man. I love you. I'm not telling you anything out of anger or any place but love, bub.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I know, Phil. I know you love me. I love you too, bro. We're good. We're good friends. I like, yeah, we are. We are good friends, Lonnie. But you got to get it, man. I've hit him hard the last month. I took in some of it, and I wanted to get to know him and see where he's at. Because I knew him I knew of him 15, 20 years ago when he played in this band. So that's all I knew of him. But yeah, hopefully we'll get him, bro. I'll break his ass. I don't care if it killed him. I will break him in this TI shit. Or if it kills me, I don't care. Like, come on, man. Give it up. So, all right, I'm going to get a jacket on. Sorry to interrupt you guys' conversation.
No.
I'm going to do like I'm going to be like a greedy vegan. Be like, let you guys chop it up. Chop, chop.
I was going to say, just in case I did such a good impersonation there about things watching me in the trees, I want to clarify that I don't consider myself a targeted individual. That was my impersonation of a targeted individual. I mean no disrespect, but I just in case my acting skills are.
Disrespect the fucking loose.
I mean no disrespect about the specialness of their persecution.
I wondered where the angels went. They went to talk to him. I wondered where they went.
I also want to clarify that I do not have any angel in my pineal gland that talks to me. And again, I cast no judgment on people that do.
I will. I have no problem with it. We're supposed to judge. Read 1 Corinthians 6. We are to judge. For we are to judge demons, angels. What's more important than that? So yeah, we're allowed to judge. That's our divine right, Rebecca.
Yeah.
By the way, just letting you know, judge away, girl.
Yeah.
I'm right there behind you.
Yeah. I mean, is not judgment using some sort of discernment?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
You hear my opening statement, Richard? I'm better than I could be a judge. They're magistrates and clerks. They have no honor. So F them. I'm gonna do that.
Well, and isn't it judge not lest you be judged, which means like don't judge people for the things that you're doing. You can't sit in judgment of people that when you're doing the same things they're doing, right?
And don't do it in mockery in front of people and all that.
And then you do judge the people violating, like the rules of the
The
universe,
ones
right? Like,
perpetrating the fuckery.
yeah, the
Perpetrating
ones you do when, you know, you're not an evil person if you want to see someone have their head cut off for the evil things they've done to children or something, right? That's not
Oh,
evil.
I'll do that
That's
too. Nope.
Um,
No worries. I got that.
who's gonna do this is the thing about the death sentence. Who's gonna actually wield the sword that's gonna cut the head off? It's not gonna be the judge, is
It's
it? The
called a
judge.
guillotine, Richard.
Yeah, but who's gonna pull the handle on the guillotine?
I'll pull them. I'll go around. They'll just have to be on death row. I'll go and do every fucking one myself, man. I'm dead serious. I'll do it. I have no problem with it.
yeah, there's lots of
Straight out
people would.
love. That shit's got to be gone, bro.
And there's a lot of
We'll
people that
never
would
be
do it
happy.
and feel bad about it, think they were evil.
Yeah, this is the
I'm
thing
sorry
about
for them, and that's their problem. I know that I did a good thing, and I know our grandchildren, great grandchildren, and everybody else is gonna be thankful. And there'll be a book of Phil.
Yeah, this is the thing,
he didn't
Phil.
pull the
This is the
cord,
thing. Death is too good for people. Death is too good for these people.
Here's the thing: they don't need to be on our minds, taking our air.
No,
You're
no,
right.
no.
I hear what you're saying, Richard. A big smite with a big capital S.
No, I get it too. But you know,
be
you don't cut the
smoten.
tail off a snake; you cut its head off.
Be smoten with a big capital B.
Vipers. Okay, I'm bound.
Yeah.
I yield.
I was gonna be like, yeah, we can redefine BS to be smoten. Be smited.
Yeah. You know, I mean, yeah, it's not difficult for me. I would just think, right, you're a bad influence on the world. Go and sit in that room. And, you know, just you have no contact with anybody now because you've been naughty. But to cut their heads off or to kill them, the conscience is a very tender thing, and it can catch up on people and it can ruin their lives, like an executioner.
I don't know. In Ethiopia, in my friend's village, right? If you did that, or if somebody raped somebody, or if somebody, if people did that, they'd get their head cut off with a machete. That's what would, right?
That's an unwritten understanding, isn't it? As if you do this, then this will happen to you.
Yeah, and then people don't lie, right? Like, no one's going to be like crying rape so that someone gets their head cut off, right? Like, it's serious. It's serious stuff, right? It's serious stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
you call a spade, right? Like, you know. So I think a real threat of that, you know, could keep people in line.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Fear. It's governed by fear. But it's not a dictator, this actually implementing that fear. It's just a common consensus that is abominable.
Exactly.
What you've done.
Well, and really, yeah, you only want people that could foster that. You got people out in the world right now watching a series on Netflix that normalize MAPS, they call themselves, minor attracted people. Right. So they're like, oh, we're not criminals because we've never hurt anybody, you know, ergo, blah, blah, blah. You know, we're born this way, blah, 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 blah. Right. And like, it's ridiculous. Right. So, you know, in my perfect world, everybody anyone associated with any industry, associated with anything like that. Okay. Even right down to if you're an adult living in a household with somebody who has anything to do with that, okay, you better move the fuck out, right? Or else you're just one by proxy, right? First phase, year one, is everybody gets their heads cut off. Everybody, CEOs, everybody, CEOs of these corporations, people on the stock market trading, you know, trading, because it's a global industrial complex.
Woo-hoo!
You know?
Here's the thing too, hey Rebecca, about the rape, hollering rape.
Yeah.
Here's what we do with them. If they holler rape and they didn't do it, and they're doing it out of spite or some other reason, they get their heads cut off.
Yeah. Damn straight. Fucking straighten up, or get the fuck out, or we're gonna fucking get you the fuck out.
Meanwhile, the innocent person that was accused wrongly has had their head cut off.
No, we throw him a party and be like, "Hey, you're the first guy." That
Yeah, you
fucking
could be
fucked
you
with
could be you could be on the head table.
Yeah, like you're king for a week.
Yeah, but this guy is dead, mate. He's had his head cut off.
No, we don't kill him. We don't kill him till we get it all figured out. And we wait. We don't just
Yeah,
like.
some people have been on death. Some people have been in prison for like 30. Some people have been in prison for 30 years, and then they've
Well,
been
exactly.
This system. I'm
Exactly.
talking
That's
like
and we live
year.
in a world. We live in a world that relishes in the exploitation of others, and that's the
Yeah,
we are
they're
existing
money.
right now. We exist in
Rebecca,
the.
let me say
Yeah.
this, Richard. Not one fucking taxpayer is paid for any prisoner in this world. It's paid out of their own damn trust, buddy. These people are put. There's 2 million prisoners, felons, in prisons in America right now.
Mm-hmm.
2 million. That's almost 1% of this population, bro.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They're doing it for money. It's bullshit. People are going. Who's the?
Well, and that's where I can tell you
If the guy and the girl are partying, and they
that's where I could tell you.
Who's the victim? Where's the victim here?
Yeah.
There's no victim. There's no crime. These people are in prison for 10 years for buying a pound of weed. Man.
Yeah.
Well, and that's where it ties into exactly where I was going to tie my other point, which is that the entire system that abolished slavery, right, is the same system where those industry owners were already building the prisons and building the police forces from their own, the evildoers, the evil ones, not the ones that actually employed people, knowing that you couldn't pay these people, right? So you'd ideally there were lots of places where people were treated very well, right? And then there were other places where people were treated very poorly, right? And those places were policed by people who actually borrowed money when they were forced to pay wages. Those industrialists had already built the system that was the policing system, filling the for-profit prisons where now people were enslaved away from their families. It was, it's all part of the same system.
Right. And wars were caused to get them trust. Here's the thing too, in America, it's so diabolical, man. What do you do with a John Podesta? You don't give him a kitty care. I'm doing that one personally. I'm doing some personally myself if I can. He'd be on that list.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Criminals are created by the nurture process.
And that's where I was going to say that.
Really? Where's the morals? Where's the backbone and say that's wrong? They're pieces of shit. They're that easily manipulated. I don't want them in my world.
Criminals. Period. I'm talking about, right. So if everybody had an equal opportunity from birth to pursue something.
Richard, it's like this, man. It's really, honestly, it's just simple. You know me, I'm going to make it simple for you, buddy.
Go on then.
Love thy brother. Love thy neighbor.
There you go.
What was my love quote? Remember that? That was a good one too. Oh, true love unconditionally is doing something for somebody else that you wouldn't do for yourself.
Yeah, like it.
And that we all were raised in this realm. Then if what you're saying is correct, we should all be rapists, fucking drug dealers, and addicts that rape children. Because we grew up in it too.
Everybody's had a different opportunity in life. Some people.
No. It's still a spiritual test, and that's where I was going to say that people we already are in a system where it evolved to the point of brothers exploiting other brothers for a chunk of land, right? Like it started out that way actually with the laws of primogeniture, meaning that the firstborn son inherited the land, right? It made his brothers his slaves, right? Or at least a slave to how the brother chose to share the land. And that being said, we live in a world where people continue to insist that the government's minimum wage bars and whatever food tickets or food stamps or whatever that the poorest can get is a a model of a civilized society, just like arguing that abortion is the most civilized we can be, rather than supporting any pregnant person, any couple, any woman, you know. But I'm not trying to say like just single women getting
No, they're
pregnant,
having
like,
that baby and going to adoption. We're gonna have to be having
you know,
multiple wives just to keep our realm afloat.
so there are people that will exploit other people. They built this system, right? And so ignoring rape and crime and criminals in jail, the criminals who put this system in place, right? What do we do with them then? Right? Because I know we're already dealing, we don't want to kill anyone that's innocent. That's for sure. And we already live in a liar's world. So, you know, I get exactly what you're saying.
What will happen. Look at the Aryan Brotherhood and what they've done in California. They're a perfect example of what happens when you leave people in prisons. They're killing guards at their homes from prison, running drugs. They're doing all kinds of crazy shit. The Aryan Brotherhood and the two black gangs there. It was nuts. Did you remember any of that back in the early 90s? Like after the LA, you know, like 92, April 26, 1992 was the Rodney ordeal. You remember that, right?
No, I don't.
Beck?
The
Rodney King?
In 1992, the writing of what?
When Rodney King got beat by them 6 cops.
Oh, I drove through LA. I drove through LA to Mexico within like a week of those fires occurring. Everything was still fucking smoldering. Yeah.
Hey, look, listen here. It was April 26, 1992. There was a riot on the streets. Tell me, where were you? I was out participating in anarchy while you were sitting at your home watching TV. That was April 26, 1992. Now you look it up. It's and even on the albums, April 29th, 1992. So why is the 26 turning 29? What's the 6 and the 9?
What was the name of it? Rodney
King.
It's Sublime.
He was a black man that that died. Did he die or did he just get brain damage?
No, he ended up dying in a pool of an overdose of cocaine with his girlfriend.
Yeah, but he was beat by cops though.
Yeah, I can remember.
Bad. Like, why can't we all just get along? He gave one of the most heartfelt, monumental, honest ever given statements after they found them cops not guilty. He's a fucking hero in my opinion. He took an ass whipping and said this. And then died.
I think if you know their name, they're in the game. But they do have they can still have valid truths. Personally, I think if you know their name, they're in the game though. I say fake news. Sorry. Yeah.
What date did you say, Phil?
He said April 26th. He's gone off for a minute. He'll be back. He said April 26th, 1992, but he says it changed to April 29th, 1992. What are you finding?
Born April 2nd, 1965, died June the 17th. Rodney Glenn King was an African American who was a victim of police brutality.
Oh, but when was the day he was beaten? What was the day of the police brutality?
March the 3rd, 1991. This is according to, I think that's probably according to Wikipedia. On March the 3rd, 1991, he was beaten by Los Angeles Police Department officers during his arrest.
Yeah, and it was publicized.
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder can you Google what happened on April 26, 1992?
Yeah, that's the date it happened. But the song now, the album says April 29th. But they still
it's saying March 3rd, 1992.
No. It's April 26, 1992. I guarantee it. March 3rd, that's when they might have, yeah.
Did April 26th, is that when they took down the cops for it, maybe?
Put in Sublime, April 26, 1992.
But I'm just saying we're trying to find what happened to Rodney King that day.
Oh, I'll get you links. Rodney King not that day. That's the day they caused the LA riots because of
Oh.
the
Oh yes, LA riot date.
yeah. I forget. I will never forget this truck driver being drugged out of his house.
Yeah, it's saying April 29th,
drug out of his
1992.
truck and hit with bricks. How he lived, I have no fucking clue. But he got up after being hit with 2 bricks on his hands and knees and being kicked and got in that truck and drove away. He's driving a dump truck. I was amazed. It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen another person do to another one. Intentionally, that up close. It was bad. I yield.
Yeah, so that and then he died only a few days after the riots.
Yeah, I'm still looking.
No, I think he lived like 9 months to a year after. I think he died in a hotel room in a pool on cocaine. What better way to go out after all that shit happened to you?
Oh no! Now we're saying Rodney King.
Yes, that's what happened to him.
He died 2012.
Oh wow!
Died, yeah.
Yeah, but April 26, 1992. That's 20 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And June 17th, 2012, he died.
Yep. After a lot of cash and a lot of drugs and arguments with his girlfriend, he finally got out. Hey, Richard, you may have never heard me say this. Some of the others may have. I don't say it very regularly. I know right here where I'm at, I've got a castle and I got 54,000 acres that's mine. I know that I'm a multi-billionaire. They took what? I couldn't believe Beck said that. What she was saying, that's happening right now for me in reality. I know this. The county seat that I'm doing this with, they're the ones, the county seat of the National Forest is here. It's all by design. It's amazing, man. It's fucking amazing, bro. And like I said, I prepare to be deceived. I'm fully prepared for any scenario, man.
Yeah.
I made it. Yeah, I've agreed to do it. So therefore, if it's spirit's wrong and I'm looking stupid, it's still up to me to make it right. And I'll do that. I'll die trying anyway.
Yeah. Well, expecting to be deceived, is half the battle, isn't it? It's knowing
yeah, absolutely. But here's the thing: the signs are there, bro. The signs are there. I don't talk to angels. I don't have conversations with Jesus while I do my hair and take a shower. He doesn't ride to work with me and tell me how miserable my fucking life is. Things just happen, people witness. Yeah. It's just, I don't know it till it's already happened. That's what makes me feel confident that what I'm getting is legit. Because I don't know it till after it's done. I'm not doing anything. I'm not saying shit, but what I can prove. I've got the photo, the paper trail. I got all the documents. Everything documented or witnessed. It's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. But
yeah, it's like there's no way apes would evolve to the point of actually giving apes more right than humans on the planet.
Well, right.
To
and why
exist.
are they still fucking apes?
Well, this is the difference between apes and us. Okay, apes will be governed by the strongest ape. A little tribe of apes will be governed by the strongest ape. They'll be like your silverback gorilla. Okay, they fight for the right to be the king. Okay, of that tribe.
Listen,
but the ultimate aim for that is to defend that tribe.
Here it is, though, Richard.
This is the thing about this is the thing about the human being. The fittest and the strongest human beings ain't the ones in control. It's those that
but apes don't have divine intervention, man. I mean, they might.
How do you know?
I don't know, but they don't.
How do you know? They're pure and innocent and doing what they do. If they're so pure and
innocent, why do they need divine intervention? They're just pure and innocent.
That is the divinity of them. They are pure and innocent, and they're just doing
what. They don't need divine intervention. They're walking, talking, living, loving divine.
Absolutely. Whereas the
Yeah,
human
so
being,
yeah, but
the
look how
human
they
being,
act. They act like animals.
well, the human being,
No, apes. If they're divine,
but
pure,
they're doing,
innocent, and pure love, why are they fighting?
well, they're fighting to defend
For
their
who?
tribe, to defend their species.
No, they're fighting over females and dominance to fuck. Let's be real about it.
Say that again.
I said they're fighting for dominance and the right to fuck. It's
Well,
exactly
that's
what
it.
they're
But
doing.
if you want to reproduce, you want the strongest member. Hold it. You want the strongest members of that community to be to continue the line with the strongest genes. That's got to be a
Well,
natural.
maybe me and my brother got the same genes, but my dumbass knocked him out of the tree when we were only a year old, and it
Well, you get the
deformed
right
me.
to
We got the
make
same
that.
genes, so do I
You get.
dominate my? So do I
Yeah,
dominate
but you
him
got.
because
Have
I
you got the
pushed him
same
off the tree?
characters? Have you got the same characters?
No, he's fucked up because I pushed him out of a tree. It messed his whole life up.
Wow.
So I deserve to live, and he deserves to die because the women want me, and I'm supposed to be in charge. After I made his life miserable, he's even older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Here's the thing, Richard.
you're plucking at one incident to
I'll go over any
justify.
incident you want, sir. I love you, and I will explain and try to do anything I can to make sure we have understanding between us because I like the shit out of you.
Yeah, I think we got an understanding.
We have.
It's just absolutely. This is the thing. The human race is not governed by the strongest
That's right.
members of the human race. The human race is governed by the master manipulators. Those that, I mean, you look at Bill Gates. Look at his hands.
No.
Look at his hands.
Those aren't our
Does
people.
he have the ability to go face to face and fist to fist with another human being, so he can actually dominate another human being?
Okay, Richard. Here, as me and Bex running for as
Don't
newsmen
say.
in this realm, we promise you that you will never, ever, ever have to argue or be deceived by Bill Gates again. You're welcome. You know?
No, yeah. That's not my point, though. My point is,
Okay,
well, he's done it with 90% of the population of the world.
Sure, and it's
Bill.
good, so why not get rid of them? That'd be shitty.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But this is the thing. We don't have to chop his head off. We just say, listen, Bill, you've got too much influence. Now is the time to step down, go in that little room, play with your fuzzy felt, inject yourself. We'll give you a chemistry set, but you're in there on your own. Practice on yourself.
Yeah, I can't watch porn. Bex will be there, shame me.
Putting in, let the prisoners out and say, listen, prisoners, what did you want to do when you were a child? Oh, I wanted to be a bricklayer. Oh, I wanted to be a baker. Oh, well, then now's your opportunity. Your opportunity now is now for you. And then all these empty cells will stick the Schwabs and the Gates and the Hararis and all these politicians. We'll stick them in there out of the influences way, and then we'll watch how the human as a natural being, much the same as apes do, we'll watch how they re-evolve back into a more communal, loving way of living. That's how it will happen.
They won't, though.
Who are they?
I'm just saying some seeds are bad.
That's all by nurture.
No.
Yes, it is.
There's a scientific study out that's relatively new saying a bunch of our traits we're just born with.
Yeah, but we have that. Okay, so let's say the nasty traits like violence. We will draw on that violence if we're not successful with the loving aspect. It's a sort of like a forcing, bullying aspect. If we can't get what we want, we will use that element of force, of violence, of bullying, of stealing. But if we're raised as children through that process where we are left to develop as children, I'm not forced into a situation where at school you've got winners and losers. Even at the age of 5, you've got winners and losers in a classroom. Now the loser, the guy that, or the student that ends up bottom of the class every time, just because it wasn't their time to learn a specific, they're going to end up negative. They're going to end up possibly depressed. They're going to end up at the bottom of the jobs market line. So what is left for them to do in the world? Well, they're not. Nobody's going to give them a job. So their only way of survival is to pull on those reserves of violence, of having to steal. Just because nobody's given the opportunity to do what everybody has a role in life. There's a role for everybody in life. It's just that is not promoted in the state school system, in the indoctrination system. It's a competition. Life is a competition.
And there'll always be people. There'll always be people willing to sell out the people at the bottom to be at the top.
Absolutely. And these people aren't those that stand up. These people aren't the ones that stand up and fight fist to fist. These are the people that know how to manipulate other people.
We weren't given consciousness to need to resort to fist. Like if we're defining alpha like an ape, then we're just right. We're completely away from God making any distinction.
I didn't know I had to fight
between us and the apes, right? Which we don't even necessarily in this crew believe we come from. So compare ourselves to apes. By comparing ourselves to apes, we've reduced people to like chronically masturbating to their television sets because they think that
No. You got the wrong. Yeah. I'm not saying we have the same traits as apes in respect of wanking in public and things like that. What I'm saying is, if we look at the animal kingdom,
but we're not animals. We're not animals.
Well, we
don't come from mammals. We're not animals.
Wow.
We're God's intelligent design. We're apart from that. We're not an evolution of that. We are separate from that. They show us so much about ourselves, but we are not animals.
All right, I'll retract the animal bit, and I'll just use being. Okay, we are beings that have a different cognitive function. Yeah, we have a different role. So if we take the ape, or we take the elephant kingdom, or we take
Richard, you are divine spirit, bro. You have your own set of. You have divine rights. Nothing they do even affects you.
I know that.
Honestly.
I know that. But I know that. You know that. Bex knows that. We all know that. But this is the failing of humanity as a whole. Humanity as a whole is not educated in this.
It doesn't matter. Only we need to be.
My father was educated. My father was as educated as his sister, just like I was as educated as my brother. And my father would have done anything at 5 years old to step on any of his siblings' necks to get himself ahead.
Career killing people.
They had the same upbringing.
Was there any sort of favoritism that was demonstrated? I mean, I'm one of 5 children. You're one of 8, but there were certain things where favoritism did. I'm the eldest, but I wasn't the favored one. It hasn't made me want to go out and step on my brother's neck. But there were certain favoritism shown to my sister, obviously being the daughter.
Yeah, but if favoritism had been shown to you, okay, if favoritism had been shown to you, you would not have stepped on her neck.
Well, she would have wanted to step on my neck, but I didn't want to step on anybody's neck.
I know, but that's why I'm saying if your parents had done things differently, right? So did your parents show favoritism to her, or did she manipulate your parents to get the attention to be the favorite? Because that's her character. She had to be that way.
Well, she's got 4 brothers and 1 sister. So there's going to be an element of, I wouldn't really call it favoritism. I would call it being more protective of the fact, because she was a girl and more vulnerable than being a boy. But we were, as brothers, we were all out there to protect her anyway. The same as I saw my role as being the eldest was to be protective of my younger siblings. So
yeah, my oldest brother is not a protector.
Is that your natural brother or your step brother?
Yeah, that's my natural brother. I'm the oldest girl. He's the oldest boy. his nature was never to protect. Just like my father is the oldest boy in his family, no nature to
total-
protect.
total protector.
Self-preservation, 100%.
No,
Yeah.
like a total protector to my 2 sisters and brother, and my 3 oldest cousins. Hey, Richard, I want
You know?
to take a break from this right now.
Yeah.
Okay, bro.
And you know why? You know why I can take a break from this conversation? Because I can, as you would tell me.
You're a naughty man, Phil. You got
Yeah,
the big
I
red
know.
button.
Hey,
I love you, my friend.
I am McReal. Okay. I
Yeah.
want to show you. I knew you'd appreciate this, and I wanted to show it to you. Here's an anvil I made. A railroad tie.
Oh, is that the one that you were cutting the day that I called you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Turned out well. So I'm saying I could probably get $100 for this easy, and that's without the whole.
Damn real, man.
Do what, bud? Cause the anvil, like that's one here. This is like $500 to $600. That anvil right there. You can't find them hardly.
Yeah, they're obsolete now, mate. They're obsolete now.
Yeah, they're hard. Yeah, you can get them if you know the right people. But anyway, I yield. I just wanted to show you that. Oh, and hey,
It's nice.
I'm ready, Richard. No problem. I got 40 more of these. I paid 50 cents a piece for these. Made in Amaruca, buddy. Made in Miami, Florida. You know, the same, buddy. I got this. Beck's got this. We got it. And as long as we meet people like you that can understand and you can reasonably and cognitively speak with, because that's what I loved about you when I first met you. You're like, no, Phil, no. And like, yeah, but this, and this, Richard. And you're like, oh, that makes perfect logical sense. And it was done, you know. Or you did it to me, and it was done. That's what we got to have. And you're part of it, man. You're part of this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody, even my past dad, my dad who died in October, he was training for me for this. That's what this whole thing was. He even said it in another voice. It was the craziest thing I ever heard. I said, "What'd you say?" He said, "I didn't say that. What are you talking about?" He said, "Yes, training." Because I said, "Dad, I feel like this is training." And all I heard was in like a froggy voice, "Yes, training." I said, "Huh?" He said, "Nothing. What are you talking about?" I was getting angry because I asked him what he said, because he didn't say nothing in his mind. It was wild. But that's a day in the life of Phil. I showed you this too. I don't think I showed you this. I made this. Here, Richard. You see it? Concrete. Hard in the bed. But that's my desk.
Did you say concrete countertop there, is it?
Concrete countertop.
Okay, no.
Okay. And
Is that concrete? Wow.
And then I laid brick or block and stone. Here it's butted up against it, but over here on this side, I got 2.5 to 3 inches of gap. It filled with, the sand, or at the end of the day, I put the mortar in there and wet it down like hard. Yeah, that's full, about this thick. So yeah, I'll show you the front. Turn the light on. But yeah, because there's no tornado shelter here. There's nowhere, because there's a shower, and there's nowhere to get in a tub or anything. It's supposed to have steel doors, but here you go.
Yeah, that's neat. We call that cladding. It's not structural. It's like wallpaper. We call that.
No, it's solid stone. This is all.
It's solid stone, but it's only what, 2 inches thick?
No, this stone's that thick right there, and then it's got 6-inch block inside filled with rebar.
Yeah. And
then 9-inch square, 9-inch on center on the top. It's 7. It looks 3.5 here, but it's actually 6.5, 7, because it goes inside. And back there, it's like 8 or 9 thick. Back there in the back.
It sounds like it's its own. When it doesn't have all the stuff on top of it, it's its own little tornado shelter.
Yeah, you could throw a deer in. Yeah, but if I didn't have stuff in here, I have to walk.
There we go. You and me, I'm back.
I'm here.
I'm here. Phil's gone.
He'll be back.
Must be maybe dipped under his table,
Yeah.
and that's it's that thick. It's cut the signal.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
Hey,
There
the
he
funny
is.
thing, I'm the worst pocket dialer in the world. I pocket dialed everybody. I wouldn't dare talk bad about somebody because I might pocket dial them. They didn't hear me. Oh, shit. Pardon me, guys. But yeah,
No,
Richard, I wanted to show you some stones outside real quick.
Oh, do that, yeah. And Phil, I'm going to ask you once again if you can give me at some point the link to those.
I will.
Those
I'll get them to you. I've been busy. But I did put it on your. I put it on your videos, and the one we talked to the first time, I put it on that link, I believe, or a UFO link. There,
that was it. The UFO ones, the cylinder-shaped ones. But I mean, if you could furnish me maybe on a community post, just
look here,
share it on your community page,
listen,
something like that.
I'll give you. I've got a Google Photos album.
That's the one.
Links to people. I've got 2 separate accounts. I give them the link to that account, and I got like 20,000 pictures in mine. This one has about 8,000 pictures and videos, but everybody can have access to it.
Yeah, that was the one.
So, all right, I'll send that to you, and I'll set you up, bud. Yeah, here, look at these. These are all hand done. I got pictures of a building. It's called the Cotton Mill. I'm gonna send you. We got. Can you see it? Here, hold on. There's that. That's out of a building.
Now that's proper stone. That.
Here we go. Oh, deer. See it? There it is. Like 5, 6 deer to go.
Nature versus nurture. Yeah.
No. I'm level at the top right now. It's a down. They say it's a downspout thing, but I think it's a piece of Antiquitech, like this would be a column, like at the top of it, and then maybe something in the center. I don't know. It's like they weren't really too concerned about the surface of the shape, just the shape itself. You'll see what I'm talking about in that, and there's some marks on the corners. They're like 1/4 inch apart on the corners of some of these on certain sides of the building. I don't know what that was for, and I was wanting to show it to you. I'll send you the link for. I'll make an album, and I'll send you the whole thing. I got like 20 pictures. These are all cut out. I got square ones. Let's see. I think they're up front, but I got square ones where there's like a 6x6 out of the center of it, like it was a barn foundation base. Like a beam. It was a beam pocket on a piece of stone, like not a yard, maybe 18 by 18 inches. So half a meter by half a meter, 10 inches thick.
Okay, what's that? Like a saddle stone, is it?
It's like the digging here. The frost line is 24 inches to 26 inches. So they dig down.
Yeah.
And set that stone at the bottom of that hole.
Yeah.
So at the bottom of every barn here, if it goes in the ground,
yeah,
then they start laying stone up out of the dirt, so high. They were setting like porches, front porches, back porches, lean-tos. You sit on the ground. See what I'm saying? The post in the stone sits right on the ground. So it heaves and moves. Your house won't move, but your porch is going to freeze and thaw, hydraulic pressure go crazy in the winters if you have a lot of freeze thaws. But here it's not bad. It usually freezes and stays freezing for a month and a half, and then it thaws, and it's pretty good. So, but yeah, I'll send it to you. It's definitely, I don't like using the term Tartarian.
No.
It's in that genre of building type. There's, okay, I don't know if you remember me saying this. The people from where CERN is are they established this town where I'm at, Tell City, from William Tell, the archer.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, those same bloodlines or people are right here in Tell City.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, what's up with that, bastards?
What does Aviv mean?
What's what mean?
Aviv, like Tel
Aviv.
Aviv.
I don't know. What's it mean?
I
Aviv.
don't know.
This is a trick question. I know it always is with you.
No, I was just wondering because you're in Tel City, and the only other city I know that starts with Tel is Tel Aviv.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
There's
think of that.
in England we've got Telford, Telford, Telford. Now Ford is a river or a stream or a water course.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got Telford, Tel on the river or on the stream, Telford. I'm in Taunton. Taunton is the Tone at the end is the river, name of the river, Tone. So it's like Taunton Town is like town on the river. There's a lot of interesting things to do with place names. Aviv. Let's have a look what Aviv means. Definition. Aviv.
Hey,
I know
carry on
there's
this conversation between you guys, but when you have a break, I'm going to tell Rebecca something. Bub.
Aviv, Hebrew means barley ripening or
Means
spring
what?
season. Barley ripening.
Barley ripening. What does
Barley.
Tel mean? Did you say barley ripening in Hebrew?
His name was William Tell.
In the
by the
Hebrew.
way. William.
An
Tell.
Aviv definition, the 7th month of the Jewish year, equivalent to Nisan of the modern Jewish calendar. This I can't verify any of this. I'm just reading. Barley ripening, spring season, 7th month of the Jewish year. Let me have a look at Tell then. Tell. Telephone. No.
It's funny you're saying these things, Richard, because you know the Cherokee Indians. So they say the people.
Say that again?
The people from the area back in the day where I'm at are the original Hebrews. There's been European guys come over here and see the Cherokee Indians and the other tribes around here having more ritualistic Hebrew habits than the so-called Hebrews over there. Yeah, so there's a lot of, as much as I hate to say blood and all this shit matters, because
a tell is a mound or small hill.
There you go.
That has been built up over several centuries of occupation. It's a city on a city on a city. Yeah.
A guy found a $1.5 million cache. There was like 25,000 tools and arrowheads in this cache along the riverbank. It's worth $1.5 million. That guy just died here. He lives not 3 minutes from me on a lake over here. I'm like by Christmas Lake. Satan Claus, Indiana.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard, I know something I wanted to tell you too, show you.
Is this going to back me into a corner? You haven't done that yet.
No, I won't. Tonight's not the night for that, my friend. This is all love.
I'm waiting for it.
No, I know. See, don't judge a book by its cover or its
absolutely.
Yeah.
But forewarned is forearmed, as they say. Expect the worst, hope for the best.
There you go. I like that. That's what I do. Or have it, not need it, then need it, not have it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you. I know you weren't in Charles's live when I showed this. This is the only time. This will be the second time I showed it. You see this plant right here? Oh, hold on. My bad. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now from about here level with the plant, Rebecca, if she was there, she would remember. All this is new growth. Like 2.
I'm here. I was just coughing.
I didn't know if you when I showed that cherry tree, and you could. I looked at the top, and you could see 8-10 inches of new growth in like 2 or 3 days. But see what it's got, Richard? It's got that copper on a stick. So I know there's a true ether. I know there's a true resonance field here, but I know it's also severely manipulated. So right there's the proof of there being a true resonance field that is it helps us. I'm messing with the I just made this one. I did it like that. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just made that one. I'm gonna see how it works. I made it loop back in itself, like maybe cause the current, cause this, I don't know. I'm just trying new shit. So, but yeah, see all this here, it's all new growth, man. All that. See, it started about right here. See it? That one was down
Yeah.
at the bottom, and it started about right here. You can see that on the, you can see it right there. See it? It's wild. I'll try to show you in a day or something. But yeah, I couldn't believe it when we did it. I was like, "Holy shit, man! Did you see the plants?" It's like, "Yeah, I seen it last night. That's fucking crazy." I'm like, no, that's cool as shit. It's not crazy. It's badassery. Now we can just do that with the rest of this round. I'll go put this in the sheriff's office yard. I'll put like 50 of these in the yard. Maybe they'll go away.
What's the purpose of those copper wires then, Phil?
I'm going to show you how I make them. Look here.
Yeah, no. What's the purpose of them?
It's putting something into the. It's putting something frequency-wise that's beneficial to the plant.
To the plant.
Right there.
So I'm familiar with grounding. I'm familiar with grounding.
Yes, I am. I've.
No, I am. But if you're putting copper wire to ground in the ground for the benefit of plants, surely the plants are already grounded.
I don't know what it is about the copper wire, but you can see the growth.
Marcel's doing that on his garden too.
It's amazing, man. You would think, Richard. Yeah, everything I'm telling you goes against. That's the thing here. Everything truth goes against irrational fucking thinking.
Okay, though. I might try that myself. I have got one buried in the ground outside. A copper wire that goes about 8 inches into the ground, and I looped it out. And I was going to bring it indoors, so that I can actually, just put my feet on it while I'm indoors as part of that grounding process.
Okay, now I'm going to show you this. This right there was sitting on the other. I got his grandpa just died, and we got a bunch of shit to go through. But it was sitting over there, and that speaker right there. See that speaker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that speaker fell on what this plant was right here. This was all gone. This is all new starts. This is like a month old. Now, these things were only 4 or 5 inches tall, but after we did those, this thing took off also. You can see it. It's not even touching the ground over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's only like, I don't know, I'm going to say 3 weeks to 4 weeks old. And it was like 4-inch starts. Okay, so I'm going to put that one in there. I'm going to put that one in there and see what it does.
Yeah. You need something to compare it to, like maybe a pot on rubber, like kind of rubber stand.
Well, that's why I did this plant. I haven't done identical plants side by side, but that's what we did here. I left it alone, but it reacted when those plants started taking off, like the hunter monkey. Hey, that monkey out there started growing. This monkey here started growing. Or ape. I know you like that, Biggs. That ape out there started growing, so this one did too. Oh, shit. I don't know. I can't explain it, Richard. When I find out the truth, you'll be the third person to have it. Okay, I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe fifth. Yeah, it's I say we just all start doing things like that. Things that just, if we see it done and people laugh about it, I'm trying it. You know, I'm doing a test. I'll be the what's that agency called that does the public safety testing on all the things the government approves. Boy, they
Yeah.
suck, didn't they?
I
They
mean,
weren't
there
very
might
good.
one of the benefits, Phil, and this might actually. I mean, if we could get this done worldwide, if we're drawing the vibrational energy of the Earth out into the atmosphere using these wires, if everybody did that
No,
over the
no,
Earth,
man. Just think how fast and plentiful gardens would be.
absolutely that. And then
Real
like
stuff.
we're in a spiritual war, we know that, and it's a frequency war. What we're in is a frequency war.
I
You
think
know,
this
with
is all winning it, bud.
5G, them fucking around with our frequency and vibration of our
Them
natural being.
30,000 colliders, bro, is what it is.
Yeah, and there's all that, yeah.
Yeah.
But
There's all that. You know, in the Bible it says the sky rolls up like a scroll because we're in a dome within a dome. We take the frequency generators out, the colliders, the sky falls. By the way, I own the salvage rights to that. Just don't even try it. I'm giving away 80% of it to my friends, so you know what? I do 5% of this, pal.
yeah,
So you're welcome.
yeah.
I just in a trippy mood. I'm gonna go Kimbo on this. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Woo. I'm gonna do a Pink Floyd song.
Is the chat still with us? You in there?
I imagine they are. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing.
Oh,
You gone.
we lost him. He'll be back.
It's 20 to 8. It's 20. He'll be back.
Not knows here.
Oh,
I was gonna say at not know. Hey, at not know.
Not no. Did you say not no?
Yeah, the no with the score through, the strike through font. No, yeah, no's in the chat on London's channel often, and we cross paths on other channels as well.
Yeah, I've come across no.
But it's actually not no.
Not no.
That's what not no. That's not no.
No.
Who?
Not knows here.
Hey, not no says to all you targeted individuals. I'm going to show you what real targeting is. And I'm sure some of you might even have this because you've manifested it. Now, I didn't manifest this because I got the spells to prove I didn't do it. It was all intervention. But here's my truck. I haven't been, since I got out of jail, or I haven't drove this truck twice. And I haven't been in it. This is what it looked like. They parked my shit out on the street. Well, it wasn't the street. There's like 40-foot strip of grass. They put my trailer in my truck and my buddy's Durango there. This is what they took all my shit up here. People just driving by and took my shit. And that's what it looked like. Let's see here. Boom. My bad. I hit it. Damn it. There we go. Isn't that nice? Woohoo.
Wow.
Wait. That's what it looked like. Now these tools are mine because I just started sitting right here working on shit. Yeah, what they did to me. They basically robbed me. Hey, they left me my finger thing for my bow, but they took my bow and arrow. They probably might need that right there. Yeah, it sucks, man. But you know what? I know it's for a cause. That's why.
Yeah, that'll keep any invader out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cause. It's for everybody. It's for greater good. It has to be done in the spiritual realm. Basically, that's where we're at. So now those Christians that say, "Oh, we just gotta wait. Jesus is coming." No, we're doing it.
Listen, I'm not one of those that's waiting for Jesus Christ to come and save me.
I know you're not. I wasn't talking that to you.
You know, and I think this is part of the religion element of it, the indoctrination.
It's bad here. It's really
bad.
Yeah,
That's the bad aspect. It gives it gives
gives
it
the
a bad
creepy
name,
thing.
really,
Yeah, I think
which
it
it
is.
really does, and it makes people complacent.
Absolutely.
100%.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give it. I haven't drove it or done nothing with it for 2 years. It's dead because I had another vehicle and it's gone, and this is all I got right here. This is all they put. They didn't put my other vehicle, my boat or my 2 4-wheelers down by the road, but they put my old truck and my other trailer down by the road. Well, that's where you go. Fuckers. Anyway, I'll get over that. I'm over it. I just thought everybody should know that. But yeah, this is a little Ford Ranger, the Danger Ranger. It's my bug out vehicle, man. See, with the red light. It's an old Ford Ranger, 4-cylinder. I can get up in the hills where Jeeps can't go. That's why I chose it. But yeah, I built this, and I'm getting it ready again. You never know where I'm going to end up. You know? I'm going to have it and not need it, Richard, so to speak. I hope. Anyway. So if anybody else is doing stuff like this, I'm sorry. But thank you. Because it sucks. But here I'm going to make this slide out. I'm doing a pop out on it. Well, that is sitting in a museum, Richard. You can come by and see it. Bex will have it up in Canada. Oh, shit. I'm in a jovial mood today, man. You have to forgive me. I'm not going to back you in the corner, but I'll make jokes that are inappropriate, okay? Pardon me.
Yeah. It's 7:45 in the morning here, Phil. So I'm not going to be hanging around for much longer. I need to get ready.
I'm not either, man. It's like let's see, it's 1:45. Yeah, I think we'd be 6 hours.
Yeah.
But it's been nice talking to you. I've been wanting to show you this stuff, the stones and the little tornado shelter I made.
Yeah.
I see it as best as I can on my thumbnail size thing on my phone, but I can go back and watch it on my tablet and see better.
I'll show you. I'll give you the personal tour, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. I'm showing no favoritism, Richard. You can have it too.
No. Too late.
It's not like that. No, it's not too late until it's too late.
No. I understand, Phil. Freeze a crowd, eh? Freeze a crowd.
Oh, man. You're making me feel bad, Richard. Stop. You're going to back me in a corner, ain't you?
No, I never would, Phil. I'd only back you into a corner if you were trying to escape from one of my brotherly hugs. And I think, right, I want to hug you, Phil. And you're running away. You just, yeah.
No, I would have hugged you back. Just don't overdo it. Don't ruin it. We can totally be neighbors. You don't be the huggy neighbor. It hugs too much.
No, I like hugging.
All right. Because I'm like, Becca, I don't know. What's the hug like?
Yeah. So I'm off to do some hugging this morning. 10 o'clock, stand in the park.
Get 'em.
Fun.
Sick 'em. Richard, sick 'em. Have a good day, everybody. Much love. I love you, brother.
Yeah. All right. So I'll kick out now while I'm ahead.
Well,
much love to you, Richard.
I know how you.
Oh, I love you, Bex. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
And everybody in the chat, Joe, I'll be in touch about what you want to chat about. No, Dean, Rebecca, that's you there. Yeah, Phil, I love you, brother. Honestly.
Absolutely.
And
same here.
Yeah. I can't say anymore.
I'm probably just gonna cut it because I need to get to bed. It's 2 a.m.
Yes. Till next time, then, everyone.
I'll see you. Hey, anybody goes to Charles Wass's lives before I get there, tell him to send me his address because Jason took a tablet in town. See, I'm out in the country, like 45 minutes away. He took a tablet in town to send it to him, but I don't have his address. So it can be UPS or FedEx or Mail Tuesday. So please pass that message. Rebecca.
Yeah.
Who else here? Joe Cool, Dino.
So you want
Mike.
to try and get his address?
Yeah, I don't know his address. I left him a message on Telegram today when y'all.
Mic check. Mic check.
I'm here. I'm here.
You left him a message. You need his physical address?
No, I'm gonna get it from him or you can get it. I don't care. If you
No,
think
I don't need to get it. I can. It's just if I saw him sooner, I could tell him to get a hold of you to get it to you. You guys
Yeah, that would
are
be
in
awesome,
contact.
'cause I don't.
That's all I would say. I'd just
Yeah,
pass on that message.
Thank you. You know, the
Mhm.
penis between us, it causes a lot of damage. Sometimes. No, Richard. I love Richard to death, man.
Yeah.
He's
Right.
a good
I'm going
guy.
to bid you a farewell now.
Oh, I thought you left. Good thing I didn't start
No,
talking.
no, no. I'm still here. I'm still listening. I'm just
That Richard guy, he's something else.
waiting for the spotlight to fall on me.
We love you, Richard.
Yeah.
Have a
God
great
bless
day,
you
bro.
all.
Hey,
I love
like
you
I
all.
said, go sick 'em, bro.
Love you
Get
too.
'em.
Have fun at your stand in the park.
Oh, well.
Richard. Tell David I said, hey, what's up?
Tell who?
David Yates.
Oh, he's in a different location. He's about
Well, when you
200
see
miles
him,
from me.
when you see him, we waved and said hello, and
I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Appreciate it,
I'll
sir.
do that.
Much love,
I'll
buddy.
do that. All right. God bless you all.
God bless you too.
Later, bro. Oh, Richard, my guy. The last person when we got on a panel, there was 10 of us. It was like Adrian's 4th or 5th live in total on that panel, and it was the best build I'd ever done. 10 hours. It was beautiful. It was awesome. It was pure. It was a symphony of
Nice
conversation, and yeah, it was beautiful. Nobody interrupted anybody. Mind's Eye was there. It was me, Mind's Eye, Blue, Richard, Triple R. Believe that or not. That was my first run-in with him because I was agreeing with him and he was shitty to me. I just let it go, and then I sent him a clip of it back. I was like, "Here's what I was saying, buddy. I'm not gonna argue with you because I'm agreeing with you." So
yeah,
let's move forward.
that can happen.
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah,
But, you gotta confront it and hand it off, and we don't send them to prison.
yeah. Well, it's nice to try and sort out differences, or at least give people a chance. Oh, it's me alone now. Come back, Phil. I think I think the live he was talking about was on London's channel, 4th or 5th build in, about
I'm
10
not
hours,
even
he
touching
said.
this thing. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was just answering a question of the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
You were saying that
my phone set down. I'm not even touching it. It's kicked me out 3 times. I'm on a time limit. About 2 hours, 2.5 hours is about all I get.
We got 3 hours and 22 minutes so
I
far.
know, isn't that great?
I know.
I'll wait till 3:33. 33.
That's what I was thinking.
Spell casting, cursing to all my not motherfucking friends. Yeah, we're a deadly team here. Oh, there's no. Hey, bud. Where was. What's this guy? Where was those live too?
Where was the live Bill? Bill. Hey,
Are
Bill.
you stepping out on me, Bex? Is that a Freudian slip?
It's my cat's name, all right? It's my cat's name.
I'm jealous of the cat now. Thank you for giving me a compliment. Fucker. Yeah, we're a deadly duo, girl. Ain't many people can debate us. if you want to call that dating. I've been here recently.
I just want to take this moment in time to apologize personally to Richard and to myself and to everyone else for comparing us to apes, because actually I want people to understand that I have come out of the closet recently. We don't need to get into it in the last 9 minutes of this live stream, but I am a fake apist.
About it.
Okay, I am a fake apist. Okay, we'll do that. We'll gather and we'll come together. And discuss fake apism. It's the new flat earther. I just want people to be prepared for the deception of the zoos, and not claiming there's no such thing as monkeys. I'm just saying that even when we got into the whole, like, honing in on the aspects of the apes that have been propagandized to us.
Darwin apologists.
Yeah, I'm just like, even Darwin apologized for Darwin's shit. So
I ain't doing it. I'm standing my ground here. I'm not going with you on this one, Beck. You're on your own.
Yeah, I know. I just had to say it for my own sake, because I know that I started to open a can of worms where I was like, oh, now I have to talk this middle of the line talk. But again, we'll save the fake it. And then people who are like, oh, I thought she was smart. Oh no. It's like, now she's gone crazy. It's okay. We all have our line.
Hey,
all right.
You could be a targeted individual too.
I'm targeted.
Yeah,
I was born into the mob that targeted me.
All right. Oh, your mom did, or your stepmom?
Well, I'd say the father the second wife
the
colonization
duo,
of
the
they were the deadly duo, man.
The anti-us.
Yeah. Yeah, the anti-us, they're members of my family. I was born into my gang stalkers were a few of my family members, and the rest of them by proxy.
Isn't that crazy how that worked out for both of us like this? Like,
it's true.
Yeah. Hey, my friend Hannah, I told you about her birthday being 6'6",
yeah.
88. Yeah, 3553. I seen her today. She's got more messages from the sheriff. Yes.
I just wanted to clarify.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's good. I was just gonna say. Not No says that they're a cat, one part loving, one part murderous. That's funny.
What's that, cat?
A cat, one part loving, one part murderous. I know, it's funny.
The mole.
I know. I have a friend of mine who's scared of cats. He thinks that they might go for the jugular one day.
Hey, he's seen.
They're one swipe away from fucking cutting your jugular. I was like, that's a movie. That's a movie yet to be made, eh? Attack of the Cats.
That's what Max is training his cat for right now, because they're going dragon hunting. They're going to find the dragon chisel. I couldn't get him tonight.
I just came up with the name for it. The Purge with 2 R's. Sorry, I cracked myself up. And then I just wanted to clarify for Joe Cool, we can have our own meaning about it sometime. No, fake ape meaning humans are not from apes. That too, yes, but no, that just straight up there's a bunch of apes are just straight up fake.
Yeah, disclaimer, if you hear anything from here, you might want to reconsider that.
Oh my gosh. But let's go back to the Purge. The Purge. Brrr. Suddenly all the cats that got the jibbity jab.
Hey, I want to make Max t-shirt.
Max, you make Max a t-shirt? Did you hear?
The whole McLovin crew needs a Dragon Cat Max Vision t-shirt.
Oh my gosh, we totally do, and it's got to say McClan Love or something, or McLove. I like to be like the McClan Heart.
Do you know about the white guy that won the slam dunk contest this year? His name's McClurry. White guy, I think he's like
McClurry.
5'11". Yeah, I'm gonna send you. Do you know how? I don't know how to play videos on here yet and shit. Oh, I don't even know if I have that package. Anyway, I'm gonna look up his name. Y'all look up his fucking. You gotta look up his.
Our first fiction of the truther community will be a movie called The Purge.
It'll be our fictional entity.
Oh my goodness, I'm just still cracking up. We're all cracking up. Taxidermy apes,
Shit.
exactly. Darwin was an ape.
That's
He
good
was.
shit. That is really good shit. Much love
Oh
to
my-
know Joe Cool, JJ. You know
It's not no.
You know
It's
you're
not
my
no.
man, bro. Your Dean still out there. Do what? What'd you say? It's not what?
That's their name. Not no.
Oh,
And I
no.
use they because I don't know if no's a. I don't know. I don't know what gender no is.
I have no idea. I don't speak adjectives
Not no. I mean,
or whatever in the fuck they're speaking. Well, right now I'm tired, but it's all good. I start getting stupid when I'm getting real tired, like I'm like coming off a drunk or something. You know, I don't
oh my
drink.
gosh, Richard just came up with Cataclysm,
Exactly.
the
Awesome.
sequel.
Fucking awesome. If we don't have t-shirts made, we're pieces of shit.
Oh my goodness.
That's
All right, but we get the money, right?
okay, listen. Okay, I take that back about clips. You can make a clip of this conversation right here and send it to Adrian. Charles too. He'll get a laugh out of it.
What? Right after I'm like, yeah, but we get the money from the t-shirts.
I don't care. Just clip me.
I'm
and
just
make me look
joking. I was
stupid.
just being an exploiter.
Hey,
Me.
I don't care about the t-shirts. I'm more into like the mineral rights and shit like that. That's my category. You got all the t-shirts, girl.
Yeah, and you got the whole fucking sky.
And the bookstores. You can have all the bookstores.
Why you got the whole fucking sky when it falls? I get a fucking
because I
t-shirt.
claimed it,
My
but you
my
did-
friend got my friend. We survived the apocalypse. All I got was this shitty t-shirt.
That's right.
My,
You
my
can buy
friend
a
got
part
the
of
rights to
dome.
the whole fallen sky.
You can buy part of the fallen dome graphene oxide in a jar for $5.99.99 now, or 2 for $10. Okay. For now,
Not know.
now,
We just learned that not know.
Hey,
Not
what
know
did you
is
say?
a cartoon character.
Yeah, this is pre-sales right now. I'm performing pre-sale. I'm working it hard, you know. I'm trying to make money. I just can't. Damn it. No, I did claim it, and I claimed the earth. You're welcome. I give it back to everybody. If I get it, I'm giving it back. That's what my plans are. And I've said it enough. If I don't do it, you guys are going to beat the fuck out of me and probably kill me. So I have to do it. Because this was a conversation. Dean was in on it. What do we do? We get another tyrannical person. I said, Adrian, if you're the man, we fucking kill you, dude. And we start over. Just like we did this time. And it's like you do if it's me or Dean or Bex, any of us. You exes out. I would do it. I would do it just by a.
What are you doing? You tyrannically.
I'm taking myself out. If I'm a piece of shit and I don't keep my word, I'm a piece of shit, and I'll take myself out. You don't have to worry about it. I did it with all these people. I can do it with myself. No problem. But it's not going to come to that. But that's my dedication and how I feel about this. What we're doing. Allah Akbar, motherfuckers. Is all I got to say. Look out. Word. Allah fucking Akbar. The word of the day is Allah Akbar, damn it. I'm about to, I'm going to do a drop and just drop the live while mid conversation. Be like, this is for drop. Boom. And hit the end of live. Everybody's sitting there like, what the fuck going on? Why are we, the live thing stopped moving, but we're still talking. Where's drop? That silly motherfucker. I love him. He's funny. He's hilarious, isn't he? It's good lives over there. When you get in a groove and you're with him, it's awesome. It's good times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good times. The White Shadow, he calls me. It's hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Bex, thanks for getting on here. I don't know what today. I was trying to get up there. Oh, I wanted to tell you what I was going to say today. McLovin.
But now we got to go for 12 more hours.
Ah, fuck.
To hit the 333.
Hey, I can do it right here.
Again.
You know, I'm not worried about it. It's all good. Hey, we already won the war.
We can wait till the 66666.
Now that would be worth waiting on.
I guess
or
there wouldn't be.
69.
There isn't a 66666. Actually, there's no 66 seconds in a. I'm silly
Well,
tonight.
hey,
You got
we're gonna
me all-
change the
you
time
guys got
zone.
me all silly.
We're gonna see you too. It's rubbing off. We're gonna change the time. There's no more time. Time is irrelevant. I don't know why they make it anymore.
Well, time in eternity becomes a universal address system because the time and space are actually very much related. So we'll be able to
Yeah.
go back to certain copies of our old homes and be like, oh, here's that doll I lost. And it's like
I
the opposite of you can't
did.
take it with you. Everything's there in
Thank you.
infinite fucking.
Thanks for saying that, and thanks for bringing that up about what they took from us. I really appreciate that. That was
Mhm.
perfect. That worked out very fine. Because I've been wanting to have these conversations with the people across the pond or the naysayer. He's not a naysayer. Richard's not a naysayer, but he wants answers, and I don't mind giving them to him. And it worked out beautifully. Thank you very much. I do. Hey, Richard don't know how to handle me sometimes. I know that. He's like, you're crazy. Crazy motherfucker. No, I'm not. I'm just. Hey, we're not.
Oh, you know
we're
what?
not right,
You know
but
how
we're
you know
real.
you're not crazy when you think like this?
That's right. We're not
Is
right.
when
but we are
you walk
fucking
out
real.
into the world and you fucking maintain employment talking with a bunch of freaking mind swipe jibbity jabbers, right? And you're like out there
No,
being totally sane, walking around the world, totally sane, not trying to change anyone's mind. They're all like toeing the line, teaching you, trying to teach you like your job is a TikTok video, and they want to talk politics all the time. Everybody wants to talk politics all the time.
Fuck politics. I'm reading their chat too. Oh, Ken, what was his name? Ken Hovind. That guy, he was way ahead of his time on the flat Earth stuff too, and the divine creation. You know who he's talking about, Rebecca?
I did. I went and actually learned quite a bit about him while we were having that conversation.
Right.
I ended up on his Wikipedia page, learning all about all sorts of things.
Yeah, I was. What I was recollecting about the property and all that. Was I correct? Was that what happened? Am I remembering correctly?
Oh, I don't know. I was looking more
Okay.
into. He definitely challenges a lot of beliefs about biology.
Fuck yeah! We're from apes too. He's an aper like you. He's like, listen,
I'm
dummy.
not a fucking aper.
Yeah, you are. You're an ant. Well, hey,
Yeah.
dummy. We're not from apes, you stupids.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fake apist. Yeah,
You're
he's a fake apist.
Grape ape.
Well, I take it one step further to be like, yeah, they're like animatronics, or they're humans like genetically engineered to be in fursuits. But it's most likely a fursuit with a little person inside operating.
There is a Jungle Book part of the It's a Small World After All in Magic Mountain, or the water ride over in Disney World in Florida. And then they have the I forget that cartoon where the apes are playing instruments or the bears are playing instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a little water ride.
Yeah.
We're going to dedicate
It's a Small World After All.
That. We're going to have its own ride.
Yeah.
Love it. Man, we make
but you just have to just go watch the Jane Goodall documentary. The documentary on Jane Goodall's life, where they admit that those are actors in fursuits, right? And they're so realistic. They're so realistic that you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a real ape and a fake ape.
It's like Mother Teresa being for the people, and not a baby stealing pedophile who's the mother of Anthony Fauci.
Yes. Or is another role that Anthony Fauci played. Played.
Yeah, I think he played that redheaded chick at the.
Yeah, so it might be Anthony Fauci in drag.
It might be Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is.
Mother Teresa might be, and it might be Anthony Fauci. All Victoria back to Victoria.
Hey, it's from Hey, it's the Keebler elf, too.
Oh, I love it. I'm a fapist. I'm a
put it
fapist.
together. You're welcome. With your theory, I just solved the mystery. It's the Keebler elves that fucked us.
Mhm.
Them little bastards. You wonder why there's 7 dwarfs. I wondered this the other day. Why are there only 7
Why
dwarfs?
7?
Yeah, days of the week. Like Snow White got to bang a dwarf a day or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm
Gross.
not getting into her personal life. I'm not judging anybody.
I'm all like,
She had to be
gross.
a
Sorry.
hoe. She had to be a
Sorry,
hoe.
little people, but gross.
She's like, I'm taking a break today, so you two are tomorrow.
Look, there's enough people that fetishize it. I'm allowed to be the anti-fetish. And I don't mean to
I
judge.
give you props tonight. Hey, I did give you your props. I do not look at porn because I don't want to be shamed. I do not want shaming from Bex. It's horrible. You watching midget porn, Bill? No, White and 7 Dwarfs. Bex. Same thing. God damn, I'm sorry.
Call a spade a spade.
I'll put it out. I'll put 10 more minutes, please. I'll call you back.
You don't have 2 devices?
I've got 3, but I'll call you back. God damn it.
Just mute it.
I'm not muting it because you're not muted and I can hear you breathing. It's throwing me off.
Joe says who wants 6 dwarves when you can have 7.
Well,
And
yeah,
Jared Jaguar hadn't seen the he says the Fauci Mother Teresa connection is spot on.
I might have seen a picture of Jared with a midget back in the day. He was on a date with a midget. That's hearsay. Totally.
That's his prerogative. I just say gross.
I'm just saying.
I wouldn't say that to him on a date. I'm just saying for me and my preference is to not be with a little person. Call
Jared,
me
if I'm wrong,
shallow.
I apologize right now. I'm sorry, buddy.
I mean, call me shallow, and I would be challenged. They could,
shallow, judgmental piece of shit.
Peter Dinklage, you fucking show up at my door and ask me on a date, and I'll probably be like, sorry, buddy.
No, they're gonna send you Jordan Peters.
I'm like, I don't mean to be rude. It's just that you may as well go for someone who's not as shallow as I am, obviously.
I would love to see that interview. Jordan Peters and Bex. With me or McLovin. Or me and McLovin. And Richard. That would be fucking...
Me and Jordan Peterson? Oh my gosh. Jordan I'd be like... I do like I've just seen him cry too many times. It's just like, and I do appreciate men and their feelings. It's just that it feels manipulative. It reminds me of the time that I saw Anderson Cooper cry. Anderson Cooper draws fake tears during the COVID crisis. I was like, oh,
that guy is flaming more flames than a $3 bill or $2 bill. That's what's the redhead? The actress, comedian. That's his sister. Oh shit!
Whose sister?
Anderson Cooper and this comedian actress, Darina Cone.
I know who you're talking about. She's best friends. Kathy Griffin.
They're brother and sister.
Well, that's his brother who died, rebranded as a woman who came back to be his long lost, who is mother's best friend or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. You can't shock me. I'm like, yeah, Kathy Griffin's the trans brother of Anderson Cooper.
More anti-us.
Yeah.
Man, she's so ugly without her dream tone, too. I'd be ashamed to go out in public.
Wow.
I mean, that wasn't meant to be funny. I'm being serious.
Some of them, the medication didn't adapt to their medication as well as others.
I'm going to post a link to a video where you can literally see the spot where they go in and get their new liquid crystal suits updated at this bar. Cool. Yeah. Truth Dog. He's funnier than shit. Oh, Truth Dog. He's a small channel, but I'm not like you. I don't talk to the people. I don't talk to the creators. I just sit back and I bushwhack them all. I just don't. I'll make a comment if I feel it, but I'm not one to try to converse with them and shit. I don't have time for that. But he's funnier than shit, man. He's Australian. You're gonna when you see him, you'll crack a smile when you see him. Let me get it. It's funny as hell. He has a cat. He's training a cat for the purge also. By the way. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there.
Oh, we're gonna do real. We have to train our cats. Oh my gosh.
Penelope's ready. Penelope even has a limp like me. I'll show you her walking. She limps just like I do, but on the opposite side. We're a total backwards, forwards, fucked up mess. It's horrible. I hate it for her. Poor cat. Penelope.
I can honestly tell you that if we have to train our cats for the purge and we
They're
can't
ready.
use CGI, my cat's not ready.
Hey, you think you have to train that cat? Actually, those cats are training you guys. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out
No,
there.
we need them to be able to at least fake like they're slicing a jugular with one swipe of their paw,
And you guys are gonna shit when you see them in action.
or that they can jump straight for the neck, or straight for the femoral artery, or whatever it is.
Bite the ear and rip the throat out with their back claws in like 2.2 seconds.
Oh, they're gonna go full on Cujo. They're not dogs,
yeah.
okay? They're cats.
Man,
I just
don't give
want
our
one
cats bad
claw.
names.
I want the one claw, okay?
I compare him more to Puss in Boots than I would Cujo, okay? On Shrek, the cat sword fighter, more of that style. I'm just saying. No, just putting it out there. I don't want to give our cats a bad name. See? I'll be labeled Phil, the guy that gave our cats a bad fucking name during the purge. When we needed the support, he was shit talking. Don't do that.
I think I've created a monster.
Hey, did you find a t-shirt company yet?
Yeah, we got.
Hey, that was a code build.
We'll have
Can't take all
reversible
that.
T-shirts on the one side. We'll have reversible T-shirts on the one side, or the ones that change the picture as their
That's
solar.
right. And
Anyways.
Hey, when you pull the t-shirt from Untucked, it'll say, "You really believe this shit?" Right on the very bottom, around the bottom, 3 inches.
No saying the best cat attack is all claws attached to the face. I agree. We call that the alien move, right?
Yeah, but they do have cat scratch fever, so just one swipe is plenty.
I actually want a pinprick to the jugular, just wide enough so it's like surgically precise, where they just know that they can just a little tiny slit in the gut like jugular, and if they really don't like you, they do the line down the whole jugular, and they're just like, and then you're just gushing out your neck.
My cat will just do it like a little drip. It'll come out and just let you know I could do it, motherfucker.
Yeah, Puss in Combat Boots is what that is. So cool. Puss in Boots, but Puss in Combat Boots. All right.
With a Colt 45, 1911 Colt 45.
So what we need to do is we need to hack into Elon Musk's thing he made to put in the pigs' heads so they can walk, right? And we need to get some drone stuff. Then we just need to get these little robots in our cat brains, and we can just battery operate the fucking robot cats themselves.
Oh, hey, just so happens I'm already in, Rebecca. I'm already in. I was gonna do something different, but I like this. This is a good start right here.
Well, I do think we can take a page from Elon Musk's book and just lock these fuckers in.
We're gonna manifest. Hey, if Jared and Joe and Noah and whoever else is listening, if they think it, watch 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You're gonna see something stupid about cats with these people. I promise you. I've done it multiple times. It happens, and it blows your fucking mind. If you're that powerful.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen? All these rich
it.
motherfuckers are gonna start selling off their purebred cats because they're gonna have a weird, ominous feeling.
Like, you don't know why the cat started attacking. Hey,
about the
surprise attack. That would be the ultimate fucking surprise attack.
We just need to weaponize the elite cats. The Aristocats.
Hey, you're not giving our cats enough credit, Rebecca.
Just the Aristocats. I know that one was already taken.
Just stop talking right now. Okay, you're putting our cats to shame. We're gonna manifest bad on them. We're not gonna do that.
I don't want to send my cat to war.
You're not going to. You're gonna wake up. He's gonna be gone. There'll be a note there. Okay.
Oh no, Midge is my best friend.
Fucking note.
Okay.
You think that
Like-
he's dedicated to the cause. He's so dedicated. He's gonna do exactly what I said.
Mm.
That's right. They're all dedicated. It's amazing. It's amazing.
No, but I'll bet you there'll be some designer cats on for
Fucking
cheap prices in Hollywood.
The funniest looking are the hairless over in Egypt. They're funny, but they're all dedicated to the cause. They're like Clayton Bigsby, the black white supremacist. That guy, how dedicated he was to the cause. That's how committed these cats are.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, we should make up a comedy routine, but not be comedy. Be real, but make a laughing shit out of it. And we could all do the show. Even the people in the chat, they'd be part of it too. Just like this. Wouldn't that be funny? And then 3 months later, elite are dying all over the world by cat attacks.
I know. Just a pinprick to the jugular.
Bled
out. It
what
doesn't
to
even
do.
have to be vicious. They can just
know
bleed
what-
out in their sleep.
That's right. They
While
go up there
while
and they
you were
rub their paw
sleeping.
on them. I just thinking the same fucking thing. Exact same thing at the exact same time. Go up there and rub their paw on them while they're sleeping and suffocate them.
Just
The
a
turd.
little tiny.
Ah.
They thought they were bit by a tarantula, but no.
They are fucked now. I love it. I can't wait. We've already won the war. All I gotta do is sit here and sit the cats out. I love it. Man, we got all that one, girl.
World
bet you
peace will
Penelope-
soon.
Penelope's like, oh, I see how it is. Hey, it's been a fun live. Thanks for coming up and doing what you do. Give me a break from talking because I get sick of hearing myself fucking talk. Just saying.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Richard's asking why a catwalk is called a catwalk. Egyptians revered cats.
You've unleashed Richard on it too. What the fuck? He's gonna do it all day and have like 30 fucking fun facts about cats in this reality. Wait and see. He'll have a video pretty soon. Damn it, Rebecca. What do we do?
Probably better than my random facts about beavers that gross people out.
Hey,
so.
no, this will get us. Hey, it's a diversion from the apes. I didn't want to say that.
And-
but that's what this is.
And there was some very educational material earlier on in the stream about merkins.
I heard you.
We had
I
to
heard
get chuckle
everything.
about the
It was.
merkins.
And I got to share a lot of, I share what I do because I know there's people out there fighting shit too, and I just want to be that shimmer of hopelessness. You're like, oh man, I'm fucked. This guy's fucked. I'm fucked too. Yeah, it'll all be good. I don't even have a concern. I'm not even the same person. It's like nothing affects me like it used to. Before I'd be ripping this place apart, where my fucking 4-wheelers and all my boats and my shit's at. And it's like, yeah, I'll get it back. And it'll be better.
Yeah.
It'll be better
Mhm.
because I don't want shit they've touched. I'm tearing the house down, building a new house even.
Yeah.
You
Wait
don't
till
doze
we
it down
fucking,
because my dad and I built
and
it.
then you're gonna get it all locked down, and we're gonna seize back a cruise ship, and we're gonna go pick up our friends.
No, we're taking the fucking aircraft carrier. What are you talking about?
Well,
We're gonna have the 7th fleet, nuclear fleet.
well,
We're
we
gonna go
definitely
around
have
and
to.
a party. We're going on the rave of all raves with the U.S. Navy. Ecstasy for everybody. You deserve it.
Yeah, you thought Value Village shopping was fun.
I'm just saying, everybody deserves it. I'm going on vacation for like 3 months after everything gets settled. You won't see Phil. I'm going on
Oh
vacation.
my gosh. In eternity, I'm going on vacation for like 3,000 years.
I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you don't see me. And I just want to tell everybody ahead of time, so don't be mad. You probably won't see
Fair.
me.
We'll
Yeah.
miss you.
I miss you guys too already. It's making me second guess leaving. God damn it,
This
Becky.
is that. That's after you get. That's when you get your property back, or you're gonna.
No, I'll do it after I get my property and we're all settled in, and the heads are lopped and books will be written, and you know, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, you know, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Graham, my buddy, Jason Graham. I said that to him today. I don't know if you read that. I said, man, here's how I feel about Mo. I'm wasting my airtime and I got free minutes. I got free unlimited minutes and I'm wasting my airtime on Mo. he laughed. He's like, I like it.
Sounds like a job.
It's not a job. It's just like, I don't want to talk about that dude because he's not worth our fucking time, dude. Yeah, he's a thief. He fucked up. Or he might be a test to see if we forgive him. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, I like how Not No said head lopping is a priority. It's so much nicer than guillotine or machete.
It's a personal choice. It's really a personal choice. But the guillotine, it's so tiring to do it. And guillotine's more efficient. You don't get all wore out. You can go out for dinner afterwards. Maybe you can go to a bar, club.
I think it can be done by a guillotine still, but
Absolutely. There's
it sounds
15,000 at
more
Fort.
playful. It's
There's
more
15
playful. It's just
Listen,
more. It's
you know
less
where
shocking.
Fort Lewis?
Like
You know where Fort Lewis is in Seattle, in Washington? Fort Lewis.
no,
Okay, there's an army base. My stepbrother is a sergeant major in the military police there, and he's confirmed this. There's 15,000 guillotines in Fort Lewis, Washington, and there's 15,000 in Fort Benning, Georgia. I even have the the invoice for the extra blades bought from Mexico. They couldn't find an American company to make them. I don't know why. But a company in Mexico made extra blades so they can keep them sharp. It's
Wow.
good. Yeah. Yep. But the joke's on them because it's not for us. You guys. You silly. You so crazy. If you only knew. All right, Becky. I'm going to get off here. We can
all
do
right,
this all
friends.
night. I love you. My
I love you
friend.
too. I love you all in the chat.
Everybody in the chat, be good or be good at it today, tomorrow, whenever you feel like it. Much love. I love y'all.
We'll see you out there in
I'm
YouTube
not really
land.
bad with goodbyes. I can say goodbye really quick. I'm not like Richard. Now he'd pause. And you think he's gone because he didn't say nothing. I just want to say, guys, I love you. And toodaloo.
Yes. Good night, good morning, and good evening to everyone everywhere.